back in the lab for the 14th time this season. Episode 14 of
Brotivation, baby.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the lab. My lab this time. I know we're going back and forth, but this is my lab. If you can't tell by the nerd shit on the walls
Different
and
sceneries, yeah.
and the Indian Motorcycle banner. Shout out to Indian Motorcycle.
Shout out to Halo.
Guys,
too.
by the way, it is riding season, man. I just took my bike out
Today.
today from storage, 130-mile trip. Why not?
So people out there don't know. We live in Illinois, and we don't get nice weather all time of the year.
No,
We
dude,
don't.
it was like 68 today, and not a cloud in the sky, man.
Right.
Yeah.
I took the highway
it was
for
nice.
over 90 miles back, and I just fucked off on side streets until I found my way home. Just one of those days, dude. Oh, man. Guys, if you don't have a motorcycle, highly recommend getting one. Oh, my wife won't let me get one. Get a new wife.
That's it.
Okay?
Yeah,
I don't tell you.
Get the bike and get a new wife in the process.
Exactly.
Okay.
Right.
Hashtag that. Holy shit.
But-
Ditch the wife, get the bike.
That's it. New hashtag now.
But like riding gives a lot of mental clarity, doesn't it?
Dude, it's a totally different world, man. When I'm driving my car, I'm boxed in.
Dude, yeah.
You know, I'm just, all right, I got the light.
Yeah, there's
ahead
not
of
much
me, I
tricks
got
you can really do with the
cars.
car, you know?
Dude, when you're on the bike, bro, you are in the open, dude. Out in the world, man.
Yeah.
I can't tell, dude, I'll just be fucking cruising, and I'm looking around. I got music playing either in my headset or like in my helmet or on my sound bar. And, dude, I'm just fucking living, man.
That reminds me like what I used to do when I was when I was younger, like 18. I used to just cruise around neighborhoods with my headphones in, my earphones in, skateboarding, riding down hills and shit.
Yeah,
in the
I remember
zone,
those days.
In the zone
Yeah.
at night though, like midnight, 2 a.m. in the morning, skating, just cruising around, dude.
Fucking,
Just
you're a
cruising.
hoodlum.
Yeah, I just enjoyed that so much. Dude.
Technically, Isaac was.
Come on, man.
Fucking degenerate, juvenile piece of shit.
No, I was cruising through rich neighborhoods though. Okay, so not no hoodlum neighborhood.
You didn't belong there, though.
Man, get the fuck. But at least for me, I can relate in that way. In sense, it's like you're in the zone for so many for a long period of time. You just stay in the zone,
Bro.
You
Yeah,
get
man.
farther in the zone.
The fucking,
You know?
dude, I'm telling you, man, just feeling the wind hit you, just, you know, things are moving around you. Like, it doesn't even feel like I'm going that fast because I'm looking at everything around me, man, all the time. I'm so focused on not fucking dying, but like, no, seriously though, man, because I'm so hyper vigilant, even when I'm driving my car, I'm so hyper vigilant on everybody around me, what's ahead of me. Okay, I got a big curve up ahead. Let me shift down a gear or two so I get the appropriate speed. You know, I'm thinking. My mind is thinking the entire fucking time.
Right, time
Right,
goes by faster.
you know, and for the first ride of the season though, my muscle memory didn't miss a beat, man. Didn't miss a fucking beat.
That's pretty good.
I was back in the motherfucking saddle, dude, and I loved it, man. Just,
That's
it's
badass,
so
man.
euphoric, dude.
Yeah,
It's like an out of body experience, man. It's so hard to explain because, like, you know, driving a fast car, maybe with like a drop top or something, you know, cool,
Yeah,
right?
buddy.
That's awesome.
Right.
But get you on two fucking wheels, dude, and a couple of handlebars, and you hear the fucking roar of that engine, and you feel it underneath you. You are in total control of that motherfucker. Dude, there's no better feeling, bro. No better feeling.
Like the things like some people say they'll say like, okay, being in the car is like being in the cage. Being in the bike is like you're out in the open, man. Like, it's more.
You are.
It's more freeing, I guess you could say.
It's very liberating.
Yeah,
Put it to you that
liberating,
way.
better word.
Liberating.
Because like when you're driving the car, it's like, all right, it's not much to it, man. But when you're driving a bike, you have you feel more in control of
See, the
what you're
thing is,
doing.
with the car,
You're more mentally.
the speed is
stimulated.
the rush, the nice rush of it. The speed, the Ferrari, you know, Lamborghini, that stuff. Fast cars,
Sure,
right?
yeah,
Supercars.
Yeah.
But when you're on a bike, it's not about the speed, man. It's about just cruising, relaxing, man.
just taking in.
You gotta also pay
everything.
attention.
Right, taking everything.
Pay
Right.
attention.
Very fucking important.
Big time, dude. Big time.
Yeah, but It's like you in the ground, man. That's what it is.
Well, and like there's a lot of things where that like there's a lot of different activities you can do where your mind is working so fast and it's being so it's a lot of mental stimulation. Mental stimulation is what I want to say.
Well, like, so when you're in the car, yeah, you can get distracted with your phone. You know, you can
Oh, lot of
browse
shit,
fucking
yeah.
TikTok, Facebook,
Lot
where
of
you can
shit.
find us, by the way. But I don't recommend doing that while you're driving. But
Okay, you
no,
can watch our videos when you're driving.
seriously though. Well, you can listen.
Yeah, 'cause
Right,
we're also
but-
on Spotify, which you
Yeah.
guys should definitely go check
And,
out.
And Rumble.
right?
And Rumble,
Yeah,
yeah.
Rumble.
We are now on
No-
fucking Rumble, man. Uncensored shit
uncensored
until we,
platform, yep.
eventually get demonetized and stuff. But
Shadow ban no longer.
not on Rumble. That's for
Not on
sure.
Rumble, yeah.
Not on Rumble.
But yeah, dude, when I'm on the bike, man, I'm just focused on fucking getting where I gotta go and not fucking dying. I'm not fucking with my phone. Like before I take off, I lock my phone in on my magnet mount on my gas tank right here in front of me.
Right.
And I get my playlist ready. I get my maps up, if I don't know where the fuck I'm going. No. And I get all that set up. And then I pop it down into first gear. And I'm off. I am fucking off. And I am just the most... I just feel on top of the world, dude. You know that scene at the end of The Breakfast Club? The movie where he's walking off of the football field and the music's playing and you see the fucking fist bump. That's what I felt like starting my fucking bike up and taking off today. It was just awesome.
I get it, dude. Like as a
Awesome.
performer, man, playing in front of people and playing in front of crowds, like the mental stimulation is high, and like you feel like you're on top of the world. You feel like you're a star. Like you feel like a star. Like you feel like even when you're on the bike, you feel like everyone's looking at you. You feel badass. On stage, I feel like I'm badass. Like,
Yeah, I guess I feel like a badass motherfucker.
fuck it, admit it. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Why not?
So, I'm not
Make
gonna say
feel
it
like
though.
you're the shit. You know, like just.
I'll tell you what, though, man, guys, if you are gonna be riding this season, protective gear. It's not a fucking fashion statement. It's the difference between skin grafts or death, and you
Right.
having a good time.
Oh yeah,
So-
I was gonna ask you.
yeah.
Speaking about bikes, like anyone out there that's listening and they're interested in getting their first bike, what kind of bike would you recommend? Because people are
Dude, it all
taller,
Depends,
size,
you know, it really depends what you want to ride, man.
Yep, it depends.
My first
on
bike
what you
was
fit in.
just a Honda CBR, man, 300.
And didn't you have a Grom for a little bit too?
No, I was actually thinking about getting a Grom.
No.
Maybe this summer, perhaps. Who knows?
You know,
But
so riding
That's,
around
you
here.
know, that's my personal taste in bikes.
well, that's fair.
But
Riding around here, I saw like this fucking like flash mob of these guys on. It's called a ruckus. You ever heard of those?
Ruckus. No,
It's
never heard of it.
it's like it's street legal. I guess you don't need a license for it. But
What?
I know.
Hey
I know.
guys, comment Ruckus down below. I don't know what it is.
Look, it's a fucking weird like little bike, kind of like a Grom, and these fucking dorks, dude, they were bunched up in like a wolf pack, just fucking just rolling through fucking traffic.
Really?
They got GoPros on, they're popping wheelies. I'm like, what
yeah,
the
see,
fuck,
there's a
bro?
difference in riders when guys be doing that stupid shit. I don't like doing any of that stuff.
It's nuts, dude.
It's already risky enough as it is being on a bike. I know countless people that have been in bike accidents and stuff, man. It's fucking scary. They broke bones, ribs, all kinds of shit, dude.
Yeah.
It is scary. So make sure you guys, like Billy said earlier, just wear that gear. Be protective. Be safe, man. Be cautious. Be aware of your surroundings for sure. Wear a fucking helmet, dude. Wear a helmet. You're not on the bike to make a fashion statement.
But my state says I don't have to per the law.
It's not the
Yeah,
state, man.
wear-
Wear it for your own fucking
wear it,
protection, your own
man.
safety. Protect your noggin.
And don't go cheap on fucking helmets either. I know. Yo, I gotta get the real
Yeah,
expensive. Yeah, it's expensive for a fucking reason.
It is. They do tests on these guys. There are countless videos on YouTube that you guys could check out if you're interested in trying to find helmets and this like that. Of course, more expensive, but they are more durable. It is very important.
Yeah, so I'm gonna piggyback to what Isaac said just a little bit ago.
Sure.
But real quick for the viewers and the listeners, protective gear for riding season. What does that include? First and foremost, a helmet. Okay, you're gonna need I recommend a full face helmet. Okay, why a full face? Because I've had bugs,
Yeah,
rocks,
me too.
sand
I rode
hit
like
me in
that
my
literally
face.
for 5 minutes. I was like, no, fuck no, I'm putting that shit back
Yeah,
down.
yeah, dude.
Dude, like if you're behind
Plus-
an 18-wheeler truck, like dude,
Yeah.
they
Bro,
fucking spit
yeah,
rocks
yeah.
at you.
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
time, bro. You can even look at your helmet after you
Cars.
ride for a little bit
And
and
it's
see all the
nicked up.
bugs on your shit, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
so-
On the, all on the
Oh, yeah.
visor.
Yeah.
So, and not to mention the wind, man.
The wind too.
yeah,
I don't
I
know how
like-
people
you
ride
can't
with no
s-
helmets. It's
Like,
honestly, it's crazy,
dude,
to me.
You cannot ride without glasses or some kind of like, dude. How you gonna see, dude? Your eyes.
Your
are-
eyes start
Exactly.
watering, dude. The tears are
Dude,
flying
yeah.
backwards in the back of your head.
You,
'cause of
You
the
can't
wind.
even open your eyes. You're
Yeah.
just blinking the whole time. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
dude, who the fuck does that?
Dude, there's
You'd
so
be a
many
fool to
idiots
do
out
that.
there ride without helmets, man. It is.
No,
it's
ride without
baffling.
any kind of eye protection. Period.
That
Like,
even, yeah, that
it's
too.
crazy.
Yeah. Well, guys, look, full face helmets. You'll thank me later. I personally have a Simpson Speed Bandit. I have a clear visor and a tinted visor. The tinted visor's fucking cool, man. I love it. It's like a big ass like Oakley visor.
Yeah, that looks dope.
almost. I
It's like the
love it.
Oakley sunglasses.
Uh,
yeah, right.
And so you want to get a helmet. They do have protective gear made of Kevlar and leather. I have this. It looks like a flannel shirt, but it's
Oh, yeah, I know.
but it's a jacket.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
But it's ventilated because during the riding season, it's usually hot or warm out. So as you're riding, it allows air to flow through. It's really breathable. It's super nice.
But it's also durable,
It's
right?
durable, dude. It's made from Kevlar. It's Kevlar lined, and it has pads in the elbows and a big ass pad in the back.
Mhm. So if you guys want to go for, I guess, a little bit of a look, but also protection, there you go. There's one option.
Sleeves,
Don't,
dude.
don't a lot of those
Sleeves.
don't a lot of those jackets have like spine protection too, right? I see
Those
those.
are the
Um,
more of the hard leather ones with the plastic pieces kind of built into them.
Yeah, dude. Like what I got.
I recommend though. I
got
mean, I
pads.
honestly I think they look kind of cool, to be honest.
Yeah, no.
But also it's
Um,
good protection. They have big spinal panel on the back as well. So
I like to ride around in a t-shirt and a vest I got, but I know that's kind of sketchy there.
mhm.
But
Yeah,
I
right.
always make sure I have my helmet and my gloves. Why gloves? If you go down, what's the first thing that's going to hit the ground?
Your hands. Dude.
Your hands.
most likely.
Skeet
Okay.
the fuck out of your hands.
I got a pair of some leather hard knuckle gloves. They were my old work gloves, but dude, they 5'11". They're phenomenal.
Yeah.
They're dexterous. They have dexterity, but they're very protective. So gloves and a helmet, and pants and boots. Boots, man. Closed-toed shoes. I do.
I know what you're gonna
Dude.
tell me. I know what the fuck you were going to tell me.
I know motherfuckers, man, that ride around in fucking Dago tees and fucking flip-flops on I-55.
That is crazy. Man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna name any names. That was many years ago. You guys learned your lesson. I love you guys, but hey, we can joke about it now, right? Oh,
Yeah,
I
it's-
fucking hope so. Jesus Christ.
That is, I mean, I don't. Who the fuck thinks like, man, I'm gonna go out riding? No, they're wearing nothing. You're wearing absolutely nothing. You might as well ride around shirtless,
Young and dumb, dude.
pantless, boxers, and just little socks. That's it. I don't know
Yeah.
how the fuck people do that.
The road is gonna win every time. It's so unforgiving,
Yeah.
dude. So
Yeah, dude.
just top to bottom, guys. Full face helmets, please. Full face helmets, gloves. I recommend sleeves. Okay, please.
Yeah, I mean, you
cover
you
as
know,
much skin as possible.
skid your shit, man. It's gonna look fucking nasty.
Yeah. If you guys have questions about some of the protective gear that I wear, please drop a comment or a DM.
Or if you guys want
So-
a good beginner bike
so
and where to
go-
start off and stuff
yeah.
So
like
go-
that,
go to
Bill
our-
is your guy too.
Go to our platforms and Billy did a video earlier about him out riding today on a nice sunny
Yeah,
day.
you guys gotta check us out on Facebook and
comment
Instagram,
on that
man.
video. Comment on that video. Him
Yeah.
showing off his nice Indian motorcycle. Right?
2016 Indian Chief.
Right.
Dark
Yeah,
horse.
honestly,
Yeah,
gorgeous bike. I'm not
Comment.
really into those types of bikes, but honestly, I gotta admit,
I like the all
gorgeous
black
bike.
look. I
Thanks,
like the all
guys.
black
Yeah,
look.
especially the matte
Yeah.
black on it, dude.
Dark horse,
Awesome.
man.
Yeah,
Love
dark horse.
it, dude.
Yeah. So comment
Love
on that video. Comment on that video. Go check it
Yeah,
out.
and go like it while you're at it too, man. All you
And,
gotta do is double tap. That's
yeah,
it.
Comment on that video. What's your question that you have?
And if you currently ride and you're looking for somebody to ride with, let me know. Okay?
No, if
Right,
you're ever out
we're-
in Illinois, or if you are
we're-
in Illinois.
Or even in the fucking tri-state area.
And like we don't have to say like what city we live in, but we're in
No.
we're in the Chicagoland area. We're in the Chicagoland area.
Yeah.
If that's cool with you guys, yeah.
So
So hit
I
us
just
up.
don't want to dox ourselves.
pants,
City.
pants,
City.
and closed-toed shoes, guys. I recommend boots just to kind of protect your ankles and your heels as well. But and
Even when
and
you're
that's
shifting
it, man.
gears too, more comfortability.
Absolutely.
As well.
Absolutely. I went riding in my gym shoes once, and I felt so weird. I felt so weird.
It is.
I wear Asics. And I just tossed my shoes on. I left the house real quick, and I was shifting gears. I'm like, man, I don't feel I feel kind of loose in these because when I put my boots on, I lace up.
Yeah.
I'm making sure
Everything's
I'm not,
nice, secure, tight, especially
Right,
even when
right.
you hit the gear, man. There's no,
Exactly.
you don't feel it
bro.
on your toes or nothing, top of your foot, anything like that.
Exactly. Shout out to our old guest and one of my best friends, one of my brothers, Jared. It's riding season again, man. So we're
Jared,
gonna
we
get
miss you,
right
man.
back at it.
Hopefully we can have you on soon. Love to have you back.
Yeah, I was just talking to him today, man. He's doing really good. He's got some stuff going on, but
So does
that's
everybody.
That's
Everybody
his
does.
business. But
Yeah.
overall, him and his family are good. They're doing
That's
great.
good to hear. God bless them.
So, guys, what kind of bike do you want? What should you get for your first bike?
Right.
That's a loaded question because
That's a tricky one.
Me, I'm 6'5", and I'm sitting at 326 pounds right now. No, am I?
Oof.
Dude, my water
326?
weight's been fluctuating, dude. Like 2 days ago, I weighed in at 331, but this morning I weighed in as soon as I woke up 326. So
And
I don't know
6'5"?
what the fuck I am.
6'5"?
Yeah,
Well, you gotta account for water weight, man. You take a shit.
I drink a gallon a day minimum.
Gallon's quite a bit, Bill. Not gonna lie.
Minimum.
When I used to try to drink a gallon a day, because I used to walk around with a gallon water jug,
I did
I barely even finished that shit, man. I'd finish maybe sometimes most of it, or sometimes even just half of it.
Wow.
I don't know how
Alright,
people
so-
just
so-
chugging water all day.
For the average dude, Billy, I think the average dude is like our size, right? Like what? We're 6 feet.
I would-
180,
okay.
There's
175.
a lot of obese people out there, so I don't know. Isaac. What's the average weight? What's the average weight?
Okay,
Let's say
alright,
like 6 foot, maybe
We'll give our weight.
165.
Right? I'm like 180, 6 feet. What are you? 6 feet.
6
one-
foot, like 175.
We're, okay,
You know?
we're around the same, all right? Billy's bigger. He's more bodybuilder.
Billy's got a lot of bone density up in there.
But for big and tall guys versus average size guys like us, what do you recommend?
I'm on the class of motorcycle that's called a cruiser.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's a bagged cruiser. Those are generally mid-sized to bigger bikes. Okay,
Yeah.
You go any bigger than that, you're gonna start looking at like the Tourings, and those are like the long distance, like road tripping bikes, man.
Mhm.
They got like a whole living room set up on the fucking
Yeah,
dash.
it's an RV basically.
They
just
have a
without the
couch
cage.
behind you for the fucking passenger,
Yeah.
But those are nice ass bikes though. But man, those are big, right?
Right,
What
right.
I got, dude, is made for just fucking having fun, cruising around town. I push that to the fucking limits though, because that's what Brotivators do. But
I think
so for the average guy,
are they
I would
comfortable for
say,
average guys? Is that kind of bike comfortable?
oh, it's
for
super
average-
comfortable for me.
for you
Absolutely.
though, but for average dude
Yes,
though.
for
Yeah,
the
'cause, I mean, I sat on it. It is kind of. I'm not gonna lie. It is a bit intimidating.
Yeah,
at
for
first,
me-
like
for
just
me
even
as well.
just
The
sitting
bike's
on it.
about 800.
Yeah, that's the thing. Those
50
bikes are
pounds.
fucking heavy.
Right, and I'm like
You know?
7 times smaller than
It's
that.
not, it's not like a little Grom. You could literally toss that bitch around in the room
So
somewhere.
it's a big, heavy bike. So for you guys would probably have a harder time trying to keep that thing upright. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
No, that's absolutely
So
true.
without trying to be biased, I would say I could totally see you guys on Indian Scouts. Those are smaller bikes that serve the same purpose as my cruiser, the Chief. But they're just smaller, and you can customize the crap out of them too. You can put bags on them like I got for storage. You can change the seats out, stuff like that. But those are smaller bikes. Generally more comfier for I would say normal sized people.
definitely.
As far as Harley goes, dude, I'm not a Harley guy. I couldn't tell you, man. I don't
we-
know.
Without saying many words, they got woke.
We know why.
They got woke. All right?
Yeah, we're
They lost
A
respect
lot
for
of
our
Harley guys.
gross. Yeah,
Yeah.
Fuck Harley now.
but and
Get the fuck out my face with that shit.
there's nothing wrong with the overseas brands bikes. you know, I got a domestic bike because that's just what I like. I've always liked Indian since I was a kid. You know, America's first ever motorcycle company. I fucking loved the look of them. So I was like, fuck it. I'm going to get one.
Make America great again.
So,
That's right.
but, you know, Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki, all of those guys, all of those brands, dude, absolutely. You can find some great bikes. Great
Absolutely,
bikes
dude.
for those. And so you guys, honestly, you just got to go out and fucking sit on it. See how you feel. Man, go out to the dealership. Say, hey, it's my first time. Don't go by yourself, though. They're going to sucker the fuck out of you. Go with a friend. Man.
Yeah, go with somebody that at least knows about bikes or who does ride himself. Most likely you are going to be riding with someone.
Jared went
you know?
with me the day I went and got my bike.
Yeah, no,
You know,
absolutely.
I had
Yeah.
him check it out, and then I was like, all right, cool. I took it for it. I'm like, dude, perfect. So, yeah, I definitely recommend just the best piece of advice if you're looking to get a bike. You
Mhm.
got to sit on it. You got to fucking feel for it, man,
Yeah.
because that's going to be your steel. That's your steel horse, man. You know, that is your mountain saddle. You got to be one with it, and it's going to be one with you.
That's what
Very
she said.
well said, Billy. Very well said.
It's like
But it is true, though. I was comfortable on
a
my
mind
bike,
muscle to material connection, basically.
but, man to machine.
Man to machine. So, yeah, no. So enough about the motorcycle riding season. You guys will hear more about it. Trust me, I can't talk enough about it.
Yeah, Billy, when he first got it, man, we heard a lot. All right, we heard a lot, but that's
Oh,
okay,
fuck
you
you.
know. That's all right, man.
Right, I'll tell you what, you fat little cunt.
That's all right. It's good to hear. You know, I don't really know much about motorcycles, so you can teach me things and stuff like that. So
Yeah, man.
same with the audience out there. But the fucking egg shortage problem, man.
Okay, talk to me about this, man, because there's apparently a fucking bird flu out there. What's
yeah.
going on with the bird flu?
Okay, so let me start off by saying
Anybody got parakeets?
So-
Are they sick? Like what?
one of
what?
the okay, so one
You
of
know?
the so the bird flu, there's a bird flu going around and it's
Going around
it's messing
where?
with, it's messing with
Where
all
did it
the-
come from?
I don't know exactly, but it's messing with all
A
the,
bird?
it's messing with all the chickens.
Oh,
But there was over 130 million chickens that got slaughtered this year,
why?
and but to prevent the
To
bird flu from
quell
going,
the outbreak.
the outbreak. Yeah, just like
My-
COVID. And
my
we'll talk about COVID
fucking
next.
Mom and dad got like 100 and like plus chickens.
Oh, they're chicken-
None of,
did they say
none of them
anything
are
about it?
sick, man. No,
They didn't even mention it.
no.
I mean,
Well,
hey.
they know the egg shortage
Maybe it's
and the
conspiracy.
price of eggs is going up, so maybe $3-4 for a dozen, maybe went up to $5, $6, maybe $7 a fucking dozen now, which is fucking criminal to charge that much for eggs.
Yeah, damn it, Trump. Come on.
Fix this shit.
Ain't
Come
his
on.
fault.
You want to drain a swamp, man? Drain the fucking inflation out of our stores.
Wrong.
Please.
So that's the thing.
Old
Like,
Daddy Donnie J.
Well, you know, unfortunately, it's not that
China.
easy. But when me and Isaac were actually grocery shopping the other day, man, there was fucking probably about 10 eggs on the entire shelf.
that's
It looked like it
that's
brought
like
back
every
those
grocery store.
memories of
Where'd you guys go?
It was 2020.
No, with the
The
fucking toilet paper.
The 2020, the
Oh
toilet paper
my
Hold on a
one.
second.
God.
Let's not transition too quick. All right. I still want to talk about some things. So, over 130 million chickens got slaughtered to prevent the outbreak from spreading even more.
That is
so,
crazy,
so
man.
that many chickens, what makes it even harder to get eggs produced, right? So that's why there's
There was
so
a-
many shortage of eggs on the shelves at
yeah.
every grocery store. Every single
I think
one,
I got
dude.
I know Billy. Well, that was Walmart or something, right? That was some other store, but
all of them.
me and Isaac just went to Jewel really quick, and I got myself some 30 eggs for like what, 15, 17 bucks, something like that.
Damn, what's that much?
Yeah, they went up, dude. They were like I think 12
What?
before, like months ago. It was like $12 I
Because-
think for
okay, so
30.
I paid $28 for 60 eggs.
38.
Almost $30.
Look, here's the thing, guys. Like
And that was at Walmart. I
Mhm.
remember when that fucking thing was $11.99 for 60.
I eat.
And that was last year.
I always eat like good quality eggs. I eat eggs a lot. Okay, I eat eggs a lot because I'm on carnivore diet. Like we all know.
No.
No, and I eat mostly meat. But
That's
to,
crazy.
to help me stay on this diet, you need something. You need something to like keep it from not just eating meat. So I eat eggs and dairy, a little bit of dairy, cheese.
Got our
But the
own
eggs-
carnivore guy, the connoisseur of meats, if you will.
Yeah.
Right, and so carnivore diet is anything that's animal based, anything that comes from an animal. Eggs come from an animal, obviously. Chickens.
You probably eat a shit
birds.
ton of creatine too, and you don't even realize it.
You know, you're probably right about that. I might need to get my blood tested.
You probably need to go hit some weights, bro. It's about that time.
Is it, man?
Right.
Am I looking?
Me and Justin have been trying to tell you, dude. You're.
How am I looking? What am I looking like?
I said it in the last episode. I think we got shadow banned. So
Yeah, which is why I don't remember what you were talking about.
fresh off that motherfucking train, dude.
Oh yeah. Now,
Yeah.
now
I
it's
thi-
refreshing my memory.
I'll say no more.
I think this episode won't get shadow banned.
It's
But
all-
yeah,
So
I mean,
far,
so we got a long way to go.
Yeah.
So yeah,
fuck.
we haven't even gotten to the fucking good shit yet, guys.
no,
We didn't.
they are.
We got more in store. Let's go.
What-
man.
what
Let's
helps-
go.
Dude, we're ready.
What helps?
I was ready to go to bed, bro. See.
What helps is I was like, I'm sipping on a couple things. They're not. So
Sipping
that,
on some yak.
right. So some hoosh. You know, like in prison. You know.
Drinking some toilet wine, you fucking nasty bastard.
Right.
That shit'll kill you, bro. You better be careful, man.
Yeah, I mean, shit, man, you're closer to it than me. Fuck. But yeah, that's the thing.
I don't drink it.
Yeah, right, exactly, right.
I'm not. You know what? Not gonna say no.
All right, back to the eggs and the poor chickens. Okay.
Oh yeah. Eggs.
So-
right.
It's a major shortage because there's so many chickens that got slaughtered, unfortunately, because they don't want to spread it. They don't want to spread it but they say that it's gonna last it's gonna last a bit. It's gonna last a bit, unfortunately. But here's the thing. My point was the eggs I always get. I get good quality eggs. I get like the brown and blue eggs at the grocery stores. I always
Why are they brown and blue and not like bleached white?
bleached white?
Not a lot of people know
Alpha
why.
chickens.
Not a lot of people know why eggs. When you buy the
Right.
organic and the natural eggs, why they look like Easter eggs. Because they're all sorts of different colors, right?
Yeah, they are. I did forget
Most
why.
of the shit brown.
When you buy eggs from the store, like just normal eggs, like let's say you go to fucking Walmart, you get the Great Value eggs, right? They're all bleach white
Right.
Yeah, those are the ones I get
Right.
basis.
because those are fucking chemically washed. Because look, I know a bit about eggs now, so fresh eggs, literally fresh from the chicken. They have this like protective coating, like a film around the egg, because the egg is it's going to be porous. It means air can get in.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what happens when you get store eggs? They wash them. They take off all the like poop, and that film comes off. They just basically like they don't bleach them, but I'm gonna say that they bleach them just because I don't know what the term
Yeah,
is.
they don't really spray bleach on them.
Yeah, right?
Right.
That's why they get they're just white, right?
Right.
So why do eggs? You got to put them in the fridge right away. Why do they go bad quick if you don't use them? Because the protective coating film is no longer on there, so air is getting in, and if oxygen can get in, well, that's gonna
Nice.
introduce bacteria and deterioration at a rapid rate. So fresh eggs, that's your best bet because the eggs my mom and dad give me
Straight from the chicken.
straight from the chicken.
Yeah,
like I
straight
said,
from his ass.
I got 3 dozen
Her
eggs
ass, who knows?
sitting in a bowl right now, and I didn't wash them. They're brown, blue, green, all sorts of different sizes.
Yeah, he was doing Easter early.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna eat those, but they can last on my counter, not even in the fridge. They can be at room temperature on my counter up to 3 months.
Dude.
3 months, dude.
On
That-
the counter, too, guys. On the counter.
Why? Because it has that protective coating, like that film on it.
Mhm.
It doesn't let moisture or oxygen or bacteria get into the egg.
Fun fact.
No, that's crazy.
It's a really good fact.
Because the average person is so uneducated on diet. The average person, dude, they just don't know.
You hear that, guys?
They-
Isaac called you uneducated. What a bastard!
I sure did, dude.
Double down.
I sure did. I sure did because
I'm doubling down.
Motherfucker.
because a lot of people think I'm crazy for doing the diet. I do. Oh,
They're crazy because they
you're gonna
can't
be-
fathom themselves
Oh, you're
doing
gonna be
it.
constipated. Oh, you can't do this for life. Oh, I've had fitness trainers tell me that and to my face. Oh, you this and that.
What kind of fitness trainer was that?
I mean, I'll talk to you about it after the show. But yeah,
sound
that's
like
the
a
thing.
bitch.
That's the thing. Like, it's just like people are brainwashed by society because they want to keep you under and they want you to be weak and fucking. They want you to eat fucking meat. They don't want you to be. They want you to be fucking scrawny. Yeah, of course I might have muscles on my arms.
Well,
and
you
shit.
kind of scrawny, to be honest, Isaac. I mean, just to be fair.
You lost all that weight. You're, you're keeping it off. You're not putting on any muscle.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're pretty small. Like, and not to be disrespectful, dude. Like, pretty sure, like, if I fucking sneezed, you would fly out my window.
yeah.
Okay, guys. Okay, so here's the thing.
You get a paper cut, you'll fucking bleed out in a minute.
Here's the thing, guy. Man, look. Okay.
Man,
Yes,
look.
I might look like I'm not. I might look skinny. Sure.
Don't fucking gaslight them, dude. I will fuck you up. Do not gaslight our fucking fans, dude.
Okay, so
I
what,
swear to
what,
God.
okay, what do you want me to really say? I'm skinny?
What the fuck are you gonna say, dude?
I was gonna say
What? What? Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. Anyways,
He was
ladies and
trying,
gentlemen,
he's trying to
Ladies-
gaslight you.
ladies and-
He's trying to gaslight the
he-
motivators,
he
man.
Ladies and gentlemen.
gaslights us all the time.
ladies and gentlemen, mostly gentlemen. Yes, I don't work out. Okay, yes, I will work out one day. Yes, my arms don't look big. I don't look like I work out. Obviously, I don't. But I do know about nutrition, which is why I'm on this podcast. You know, if I used to be fat as hell, yes, I would not be on this podcast if I was still fat. Of course, I would never do it. It's a waste of my time. But the thing is, I do know about nutrition. I do. Yes, I burn ketones. So yes, if I worked out with all the protein I eat, yes, I would gain muscle. Of course, obviously.
Gain
like,
muscle while
each-
also keeping the
Each
fat
of my
off.
meals are like 100 grams of protein each.
Do a couple push-ups, motherfucker. Something.
Something,
Shit.
some
See,
calisthenics
see-
at least. Fuck,
See,
right?
this is
Yeah.
what we said. We're trying to motivate and give disciplined advice
In real
to you
time.
great folks out there, man.
In real time
We
to
got to
me,
do it from also the inside too.
The
So
inner-
we've been trying to.
So guys,
We're taking steps to get Isaac
guys,
to,
this is gonna
the
be
inner circle.
this,
Yes.
this is gonna be
Reached.
this is gonna be interesting summer because we're gonna start doing grilling videos. You know.
Yeah,
Oh
we
yeah,
do a lot of
they're,
cooking videos.
They're buying
man.
me a grill. Pretty cool.
There's going to be a fucking grill.
There's going to be a grill.
You
What
can't-
if we gotta split it, or if I buy it myself?
You
Fuck,
can't come
dude.
over Billy's house, man, and not have a grill. It's heresy.
Because
no,
here's the
we're
thing,
getting
though.
a grill this summer,
all
all right?
all this talk about us talking about health and nutrition. I guarantee you, there's guys watching this show that are like, "Show me what you eat. Show me what you guys do.
Yeah,
show
dude.
me supplements. Show me this, that, and the third."
We're gonna go.
We're
in
gonna show you.
detail how
We are
to
going
cook
to show you.
properly, how to grill
We're gonna show
properly.
you.
Sure, you're a man. You should be grilling.
I will
Okay, you should
drop
be grilling.
recipes, guys. I come up with
Dude.
everything off the top.
We're
of
gonna
my
show
fucking
you the
dome.
spices, man. We're gonna show
Man.
you how to season everything proper.
We'll
Tastes
try-
fucking
Wait.
chef's dick, man.
We
Hey,
sh- we
very
should
good.
not do
Tell them what
hockey
I
pucks.
just gave you, dude. Hockey pucks.
Right, we show you how you like.
Hey, man.
I-
Look,
Billy got me on seasoning so good this year. I'm putting Justin on the other day. I gave Justin
yeah.
some Dano's Primo.
Shout out to Dano's Seasoning too.
Dan, shout out Dan.
Dan Oliver, man,
love
I
it.
fucking
Yeah,
love
love
you,
it.
bro.
Love
Your
it.
seasoning is the best.
that shit's good, bro.
Yeah.
Not gonna
You're-
lie. I don't look at food like you guys.
Little yum yum.
You guys
Get
know
you
that,
some. Pop pop. Hit it with that pop pop, dude. Dano, I love you.
No, I don't eat. Billy, I eat for a purpose now. But like, yeah, but still though, my diet can get boring with the same meats. I put Primo Dano's on my ribs, my steak, whatever I'm air frying in the air fryer, and we'll do grill and air fry episodes. As well
Why?
because
Why do we like Dano's so much though? Oh,
I don't know.
I know why.
You guys tell me.
Because the sodium content is virtually almost nothing. You look at other leading seasoning brands, it's loaded with sodium, salt, okay? I have high blood pressure because I'm a fat piece of shit, and I'm stressed all the time. But I love Dano's because it's so packed full of flavor, and the sodium content is very low. It's like 50
It's like-
milligrams
it's
of
like- I was gonna
sodium
say,
per,
it's 50
per
milligrams
tablespoon,
per,
I
per
think.
teaspoon. That's what it is.
Teaspoon,
Yeah.
yeah, sure.
50 milligrams per teaspoon.
It's awesome, dude. You
But-
can load up on that shit.
But he eats a lot of carbs, you know. But like I don't, so I can take in the salt. I use like Redmond's real salt, which is like it's a natural salt, sea salt from like
yeah, straight from the ground.
ancient like sea salt. It's literally the ancient sea salt.
It
But it's natural sea salt. It's not iodine. It's not iodized sea salt. So it's natural sea salt, but sodium. The sodium.
Is it kosher?
No, it's not. It's not.
It's not halal.
It's not like fucking.
Is it
like-
halal?
Jeez, it's not like Wendy's old kosher sea salt. But like I don't eat carbs, so I need the electrolytes from the sodium from the salt, and I still need electrolytes in this diet. But enough about me.
Cool,
Like I
thanks.
said, we're going to. We're going to show you some grilling videos, which is all about Billy, because Billy's the best griller here, and we're gonna learn from him.
Yeah, so fun fact, guys.
And I'm gonna show you some air frying
Yeah.
tips too.
So you guys got to look out for a lot of those shorts this summer, man.
Anytime I have people over, unexpected or expected, you're always going to be fed. I don't care what the fuck it is. I will make you something. I have stuff already made.
Yeah, Billy's always he's
I
so
mean,
generous.
How many
good.
times have you guys come over and I'm like, oh, cool, fuck it. All right, I guess I'm making pork chops. You know, like,
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
last year too when we were coming here, man. We had actually had some other friends over.
No, yeah, yeah.
You know, you were always whipping up something, man. Plates and trays of food, dude.
Yep.
It is crazy. You come to Billy's house, you guys are fucking eating, man. You ain't leaving hungry at all.
And
ever.
not only are you eating, you're eating clean and you're eating good.
And you're eating seasoned.
Yeah, you're not dirty bulk.
This shit ain't plain, man. It ain't like the UK eating that dry shit. Looks gray, sad, bland, raw.
The sad reality is,
With
the
fizzle
sad-
whips.
I'm not doing that shit again.
I feel bad for the guys that go work out and they say protein's protein. I fucking hate you, dude. I hate you.
Man,
It's not- it's
no,
not the
protein
case.
is not protein.
It's not. It's
Several
fucking
episodes ago, we actually talked about quality of protein and the difference between isolate whey protein
not. Oh yeah, we did.
and like the different brands and what you got to look out for. So, guys, if you're interested in that, holy fuck, off the dome, I can't remember what episode that was, but it was like probably like 2 or 3 previous episodes ago, guys. Shout out to my friend Chris, who gave me a lot of information in regards to that.
yeah, shout out to Chris, I guess.
I fact checked it, and he was legit with it. So
You're spot on.
yeah, guys, part of this podcast, we are all about brotherhood and the brotherhood mentality. We don't know everything, but we have a platform so we can tell you guys what we know, which may be shit or maybe not shit. Who knows?
Yeah, you can take our advice if you want, or
Yeah.
don't. Do whatever you want.
But one thing that we do appreciate is the fact that, you know, people are coming to us and they're saying, hey, maybe you were a little off with that information.
Yeah.
Well, guess what?
Feel free to comment.
Do that, please, and you're going to get shouted out every time because we will hold ourselves accountable. We will not
Yeah,
produce bullshit.
we'll put the comments directly on the screen too during the video, so you guys can look at them.
Sure. Isaac, that's your fucking job.
No, yeah, that is fucking duty. So yeah, that's the thing, guys.
Womp womp.
Damn, I used to have a sound effect for that one.
Shit, we should add that.
No, we gotta add the
Good
how
idea.
to it. He told me to add the how to it.
Oh yeah,
that
we gotta
bitch.
do that one too.
Hawk to it.
Jesus Christ.
Spell that thing. You get
That's
me?
fire, bro. That's fucking just fire.
God,
That's heat.
fuck yeah. All right.
That's heat, man.
Yeah, we got some time. I could come here and work on it. Yeah, work on the damn thing.
Shit.
Takes hours to do this shit.
Yeah, we're
man.
all fighting for time over here.
Yeah.
To plan things, see each other and shit. But
Barely get a damn band
Uh,
practice in for.
So the
Make it
egg-
work, man.
Back to the
Yeah.
egg crisis, man. The fucking random fact I gave about eggs. Yeah, cool, great. I hope you learned something.
I did.
Well, there
Okay,
you go.
So
I did. Shit.
the number I was doing research the other day, and that the average American eats like 300 eggs a year, 250 to 300
Average?
eggs a year. Yeah.
Dude,
That's not shit.
I go through
That's not shit.
60 eggs probably in like 2 weeks.
Right. But like, I wanna,
Like,
yeah, it
let me-
makes sense.
I want to double check.
If I'm just
real
fucking
quick.
munching down on some eggs, dude, like every day, if I'm doing it every day,
Mhm.
it may not even last me like 2.5 weeks.
I usually cook 5 or 6, sometimes 7.
I cook 10.
When I
That's-
do, it's not like I
cook
eat them
10.
every day. But
That's what I usually do too. But sometimes I'll do that like twice a day.
hey,
So me, I eat.
I love eggs, man.
I just
But
don't-
you know, you got to
No, yeah.
watch out for the cholesterol.
No,
I get.
no. That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Well, that's why I
Absolute
said the way
bullshit.
I said. But you know, I take
Absolute
fish
bullshit.
oil, so it helps with you know. But man, I'm not gonna dive into that
It's
shit
fucking-
because
it's
we're gonna be
absolute-
fucking talking about that for another hour.
It's dietary cholesterol. It's not fucking. It's not the other cholesterols out there. Okay, so real quick, the average American eats 280 eggs a year. Me, I eat 3,000 eggs a year.
How the fuck, dude? It's March.
Yeah, I'm already at like fucking 3.
he's already at 1,500.
Yeah. So I eat average of 10 to 20 eggs a day. Times that by 365. You do the math. You want me to fucking
So
pull the calculator out
I
or
just
what?
I know we're talking about eggs right now, but
okay, I'll be generous. I'll just say 10 a day.
I want to throw this out here. I know
and I- 10
Isaac's
a day
diet
is
sounds
10 a
kind of
day.
boring, but you
It
guys
is
can
boring.
really fucking spice it up. You guys can make tons of shit with all kinds of diets. but
Carnivore
if-
gets
specifically in the
boring
carnivore.
if you don't.
Yeah, like if you're just eating like ribs, steak, just
And eggs.
some plain Jane stuff. I mean, it's good,
10 times 65.
but you're always
365.
constantly eating that, man. You guys can make stuff. Like, dude, you make fucking
Bro.
I don't- Isaac, man, you tell him. I don't know.
Okay, so if I eat 10 eggs a day, and I guarantee I eat 10 eggs a day, times 365, that's 3,650 eggs a year. And I eat more than that a year. But the average American eats 280. That means he eats eggs only on Sunday morning when he's fucking, oh, mom makes dinner, or the wifey makes, hubby makes breakfast Sunday morning.
like 1 or 2, mom.
Right, and-
can you scramble it?
Hey, I like my eggs scrambled,
Grow
asshole.
Up, grow
Right.
up, man. Over easy. Put it over whatever else you're gonna fucking eat.
Man, it's fucking
Break the
simple,
yolk.
man. You just throw the fucking son of a bitch in there and scramble it up. That's it, man. It's done.
No,
it's good.
so by
Good
the
to
way,
go.
so by the
Good
way,
to go.
if you want, okay, so I get sick of eating eggs. I do.
Yeah,
so
I
the
do.
best way
That's why I
to
don't
eat
eat
them.
'em every
Okay,
day.
so and I'm going this from Brian Shaw. Brian Shaw, the strongman, 4-time
Who, Billy?
world's strongest man. No, Brian Shaw is
Oh, the
a
real, the
hey,
real
hey.
Brian Show.
no the real.
This
Brian
is the
Sh-
world's strongest coffee Instagram handle. But I'm not world's strongest man.
Okay, so Brian Shaw is the world's strongest
You're,
man,
you're up there though.
4-time world's strongest
Shit,
man,
shit, I'm trying.
and I took this advice from him and it worked. He said, okay, if you're gonna eat a lot of eggs in your diet, make the eggs like loose, wet. Don't make dry eggs because it's you can get it down
Oh,
easier.
yeah, look like a fucking hash brown.
Right. So you get it down easier, and I do that, and that's you eat them quicker. Like
Yeah, that's what I've been.
10
kinda
eggs,
doing
like
is-
okay, but I don't cook them too long, because if I cook them too long, it's gonna take longer to eat them, and I don't like eating eggs all the time. So
yeah, kind of just scarf them down real quick.
Scarf them down by making them less. Keep,
You know,
keep
it's
some
like
yolk
it's
in
a
there,
it's
you
a
know?
nice median. You know, you got a little bit of wet action going on in there, but also it's somewhat dry.
Yeah.
You know, it's not you're just not eating it
I
fucking
guess.
straight. But
Yeah, I mean, and
Right.
you got to get some healthy fats and maybe some other flavor in there.
oh,
definitely
yeah, salt,
unsalted,
fucking black.
unsalted butter, avocado oil, even a little bit of
Right,
like extra
tahini.
virgin olive oil. You want to fry. the
What's it
eggs
called?
up,
It's called
good.
tahini, right?
Tahini. Yeah, the chili lime stuff.
Bro, is
that
it
you get at
weird
the
that I
Mexican
threw
stores.
some Danos on it?
No,
No,
We were
dude.
talking. Me and Bill were talking about it the other day. We were
I put
talking about
Danos on fucking
he was talking.
everything.
He was talking about how it gives like a crunchy like texture to it.
Yeah, it tastes kind of like not like hash brown, something else, or like a sausage or something, dude.
Okay.
I swear when I did that,
Dude,
man, I
okay,
was
so
like,
my
fuck.
my diet is
Tastes
very.
good now.
I have a very boring diet. I've been eating the same meals for the past year. So when I eat my eggs and my meat, I put lately, the past couple weeks I've been putting hot sauce on. I put Cholula's hot sauce. You know,
Mhm.
I fucking love
Cholula's hot,
Hot sauce,
the,
guys,
the
you can
original,
eat a lot of that,
the original hot sauce. No, zero calories.
No
No
calories,
calories
not
at
bad.
all.
and it adds flavor. I mean, you can't really beat it.
But the Primo
The
and
heat's good for
tahini.
metabolism too. By the way, I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
knew that, but
right, and then salt, dude, salt on the eggs. It brings
Not
it to
too
life.
much. Give it some little pinch in there.
No,
here
no,
and there, you know?
I do put a decent amount because
But
I'm on
yeah,
carnivore.
you need the
I'm on carnivore, guys. I want you
sodium
to know
action.
these guys. It's not. I don't recommend doing it if you eat carbs, but if you don't,
Yeah.
salt.
If
salt-
you get
salt
sodium
up,
from
man.
other foods and things like that, don't.
But
fucking
recently
doubt
though,
shit.
I've been putting Cholula's hot sauce, the original hot sauce, the red one, and like, man, my guy, it's like now it's like a whole new meal, and now I can stay interested for the next 6 months or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Eating the same fucking meal. Change up a little. Give variations in
fucking-
your meals.
I love Cholula, dude.
Yeah, I love it.
I like the green one.
Yeah, no.
best.
I got the green one and the red
The
one.
green one's my favorite.
The green one's really good, but the red one for certain meals, it's really good too. The green one, I like it for tacos. The red one, I like it for eggs and other kind of meals and steak. I like it. I like the red one for the steak and ribs.
Sure.
The green one, I like it for tacos. So, check it out.
I've used Cholula as the red sauce as a binder for ribs at one time, and it turned out awesome. I did like a Chipotle like barbecue rub on them, and I used Cholula as the binder, so the seasoning all sticks to it. Oh, dude.
See, dude, here's the thing. People love to hear about this.
No fucking. clue.
People love to hear about food like this when we talk about food because, dude, we all eat 3 times a day at least.
Yeah, you should.
This is something that like you cannot
probably,
escape.
like,
you cannot
twice a
escape
day,
this. You can't
but-
escape this.
Yeah,
You can't.
Breakfast, I usually skip lunch, and I have a big dinner. Because
Mhm.
that dinner is either going to fuel my workout or I'm going to eat for recovery after my workout. But I'll digress.
Yeah, for me, like if I wake up early, like 9 a.m. or 8 a.m., like I'm not gonna eat breakfast. I'm gonna have an energy drink and go to work. If I wake up late, I'll eat when I wake up like 12. If I wake up like
Yeah,
12
so,
o'clock,
I mean-
I'll eat.
It'll be your breakfast though, you know.
Right, but
yeah,
like, if I wake
it
up,
doesn't matter
if I
like
wake
what
up
time
re-
of the day. If you just woke up, guess what? That's
Mhm.
breakfast time.
No, yeah, 100%. But for some reason, for me though, like when I wake up too early, like on the Sunday, and I go to work, I'm not hungry, man. I don't know why.
It's kind of normal.
I don't know
I
why.
honestly, after I wake up, I wait like maybe
see,
an
I
hour or
can't.
two. To
I'll wait.
eat or
I'll wait
something,
till
you know?
lunch.
I got to eat fucking right away when I wake up, dude. I'm so
I mean-
hungry, man.
As soon as you wake up, yeah. It's
Well, look at
Dude,
this
as soon as
fucking size of you, bro.
As soon as I fucking wake up, I take a leak.
right. I was gonna
I
say the first
crack
thing you do
open
is
a
take piss.
Monster or like something, or I'll make a cup of coffee, and I am fucking over the
Well,
stove, dude. I'm fucking.
Science
Griddling
says
up
you
some
should
shit.
typically wait an hour after you wake up before you take in any caffeine, but I digress.
Nah, man. If I could fucking drink that shit in my sleep, I would.
How are you and a lot of other folk out there, huh?
I got problems.
I mean, they say 90% of Americans use caffeine every day. I bet it's like 95% now.
The energy drink industry is probably the biggest revenue generator in.
Yeah,
The United
dude,
States
that,
at
that
least.
gives me an
Besides
idea.
Starbucks. Besides Starbucks. right?
Eh, fuck Starbucks. Although they do got good food. Not gonna lie,
Yeah.
their
Maybe
food's
Maybe it's
decent.
good breakfast food.
Yeah, they do. They do. Of course.
It's all good, yeah. I've had
I'm
some,
a
Why did not
I'm
take
a
advantage?
Dunkin' guy though. If I wanna
Okay.
get the stuff,
Yeah, I gotta be honest, I'm
I love the Dunkin' Donuts sandwiches. When I was eating carbs, I loved their egg sandwiches and their egg
Yeah,
and
man,
sausage
I-
sandwiches. I loved it, dude.
They got a sourdough
They're-
breakfast sandwich. That's
Their,
awesome.
their tater tots or
Their wake up wraps, dude.
damn.
They're
those
they're
are
like
cheap,
breakfast
yeah.
tacos, bro.
Yeah,
So
I used to
fucking
love those
awesome.
too.
But
I love their breakfast.
so guys, to sum up the egg crisis, there's a bird flu. They slaughtered
Over
130 million chickens
Plus.
to isolate the
outbreak.
outbreak. Yeah.
So if you guys, I don't know where you're from, but you're seeing eggs barely on the shelves. That's why. I don't know. You heard about it or not? Well, now you did.
That sure is.
And you
Or
also
it-
learned some facts along with
That
it.
sure is the
And
reason
if
why.
you find eggs, they're fucking surcharged 100%.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but the funny part about it is the eggs I buy. I always buy expensive eggs at the grocery store. They're still in stock.
Yeah,
Like-
because
like-
you're bougie.
Yeah, right, exactly, right. But all the white eggs are they're hard being they're scarce because it's
Yeah.
it's just this is
$20 for fucking 30.
they're more eaten because they're cheaper than the brown eggs that are expensive. The organic eggs that I buy,
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
the amber yolk eggs, all that bullshit, brown and blue eggs. But the thing is, like they're still the same price. Like I go buy the eggs that I buy at the same price, $6.99, $7, $8.
Mm.
They're still the same price. The white eggs have shot in price. I'm like, you guys are idiots. Go buy the fucking eggs I eat. Seriously, that's literally because like I buy, dude. I go to grocery store like twice a week, man. Like I always go to grocery store and I see these prices. I look at them very closely, and dude, like it's crazy.
I'm maybe like twice a month that I go grocery shopping.
That's it. Fuck, I go
Yeah.
all the
Yeah,
time,
dude,
dude.
that's annoying. Fucking twice a
I
week.
go
guys.
after work.
I always tell you too. That's annoying.
Well, I go after work.
No one likes grocery shopping.
I don't like doing it, but like I really cook for myself, and that's me, myself, and I. Like I don't cook for no one else. I don't eat my mom's. Like I live with my mom. I don't eat her food. I cook for myself, and that's it. That's I go to Costco. I go to local grocery store, and I do that like twice a week, man. Sometimes fucking 3. It depends if I'm slacking.
Jeez, dude.
For sure.
That's wild.
But I'm dedicated to myself, and this what we talk about in this podcast, man. Men's mental health, most importantly, motivation, fitness, and dieting. You know, and
absolute discipline.
which is all that what I just said. Fitness and dieting is all discipline. Fitness is mental and physical, but dieting is all mental. Like the fitness trainer that I was talking to the other day at my job, he was telling me, he's like, dude, like what you do, it's all mental. I'm like, yeah, it's all mental, man. Some people, it depends who you talk to. Some say dieting is easier. Some people say working out is harder. It depends who you talk to. It depends on, I guess, it's
I
perspective.
can definitely say it's a diet thing, man.
It's kind of perspective, because you can say, oh, this is hard work going to the gym. The next guy would be like, no, dude, dieting is harder.
Mm-hmm.
The next guy might say, oh, going to the gym is harder.
Honestly, that's the majority of it, to be
All the
honest.
work
You know?
you put in the gym will mean nothing if your diet is garbage.
Oh yeah, dude, yeah.
So
Junk.
I will say,
Big waste of
at least in
time.
my opinion, I would say gym is like the 1% of the day you go, but dieting is like the rest of the day. In my opinion, dieting is like 90% of the day.
yeah.
That's true.
You can't outrun a bad diet, dude. You can't, dude. You can't fucking outlift a shitty ass fucking dirty bulking diet. I mean, you'll see results, but you won't see great results.
Right.
You know?
So hey, I wanted to bring this up. What did Trump just do? He talked to Congress, right?
Yeah, so not even like a week ago. So he had a joint Congress meeting. Where
He
talked to
was
Congress.
addressing Congress.
He's addressing Congress, literally.
Right.
Congress, yeah. It was almost like a State of Union address, but
but it wasn't.
it wasn't. Right. So it's
Okay.
it was kind of like the same thing, but and I enjoyed the hell out of it. I watched it twice, and I just love. He calls them out. He points out to the Democrats. These are the ones I'm talking about right now, and then he talks about what he talks about. First president ever to do some shit like that. Second president ever to win 2 unconsecutive terms.
What did he talk about?
So we talked about literally everything. He talked about the economy on the gas prices. He talked about the wars going around across the world, the Ukraine, because days before that he had Vladimir Zelensky in the office, and they had that feud, with him.
Yeah, the first ever shouting match in the Oval Office with other foreign leaders.
He insulted him because they didn't wear
But
a suit.
they're I mean, of course they I think they knew it was going to come
jeez.
because they were prepared for that. They were prepared for that
jeez.
because the vice president, which is he obviously Trump's not, he's very smart. He picked a great vice president. This guy fucking put him in his place. But like that's the
Vice
thing.
President Vance.
Right.
Mm.
JD Vance, yeah. So they were ready for it. And they were sure as hell ready for it because they were on the quicks. If you see those memes of like Biden versus Trump, the body language of Zelensky is night and day, dude.
Well, my thing with that is, how are you gonna come to the United States, sit down with the leader of the free world,
Right, and you know one that needs help.
and he's the one that's requesting help, but then he's sitting there making demands and
Yes, right.
Yeah, I was reading actual
Who the
comments.
fuck
They
are
were
you?
saying that most of the EU was providing funds towards the Ukrainian stuff, but you come to Mr. Trump and talk about demanding funds.
If the
For the
EU
cause, you know
and
what I mean?
NATO
It's-
is so like strong, then why haven't they helped the Ukraine repel Russia? Oh, they want to avoid war with Russia because Russia will annihilate the entire Western
Dude.
Europe.
If Ukraine did not get help by the UN, United Nations, and America, they would have been gone in like 5 days. They would have been like World War II, where the Nazis took over countries in days, weeks. They took them over.
The Blitzkrieg days.
Right,
Poland?
days.
Poland didn't last a week.
Right, that's what I'm saying. They would have been that all over again. 80 years ago would have been 2 years ago, if they didn't have the superficial help that they have. Because of technology and fast communication, bro. Back in those days, man, communication was through notes and letters and fucking on the news.
They had radios,
And radios.
They had
but it wasn't.
radios,
It's not
they
as
had,
quick as it is now.
Enigma,
Right.
decoding transmissions. I mean, communication back then was very updated, more than what you're speaking of. But it's nothing like it is today.
Yeah, it wasn't like pigeon action.
Which
Yeah.
was 20 years prior. But yeah. So Trump was talking to Congress. He was calling out the Democrats because they're just
Several
fucking-
times he did.
They're fucking liberal woke losers.
Right. And then like, of course, like what they always do. Like they always do. Every time they have a speech, they'll point out certain people that have like. And he was talking a lot about the border, but then he had examples of people that came.
Secure that border.
Where their daughters came, or the mothers came and their daughters were killed at the border. But each year, each year, a president will do that. He'll have like 5 to 10 people that come to to the meeting.
United States citizens who were
Yes.
victims of
Right.
illegal alien crimes,
Right.
whether they're sex related
And
or they're homicide.
Right. So, but
Okay.
whether the president's Democrat or Republican, they'll do that regardless. And that's something they always do.
Why is that an annual thing? That should be
Yeah,
stopped.
I don't know why though.
Secure the fucking border, man.
Right.
Dude, we got the head of what is it, National Border Security or some shit like that. I don't know what the hell she is, but she's bad as hell, man. Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I know.
last
yeah.
time
I know.
looking at
Gosh,
that-
damn, we're seeing shit tons of commercials of her. I'm like, holy.
I mean, think
fuck,
about it.
bro.
when
the head of the national
Biden was in
security- she's head of security.
when Biden was in the office,
Border security.
none of his chicks were bad. None of them
Ah,
were good.
There's a bunch of weirdos.
But like,
It's just-
redhead,
Yeah.
just not attractive. Okay,
that's a whole nother fucking topic
yes.
that we can talk about
right.
some other day.
But there's okay. So also that join the Congress speech was the longest speech ever. Like for joining Congress speech, it was an hour and 45 minutes. Usually it's like an hour, not even. He had a lot to say, dude. He's done a lot of bills. He's done a lot of things in the past fucking 3 months. And honestly, since he has control of the House, the Senate, and the White House, he can pass a lot of shit now. Trump had a hard time in 2017, man, because he didn't have all those opportunities like he does now. So he can really get shit done these last 4 years of his term. You know, obviously we all know Trump. Any president only gets 8 years, 2 terms.
Mm-hmm.
They stopped doing that during the World War II. During the World War II president, I forgot his name.
FDR. Franklin
FDR,
Delano
because he
Roosevelt.
was voted in 4 times, and after that they said, all right, because he was from like 1931 to like 1945, and they're like, all right, that's when they decided to do 2
Yeah.
terms.
He passed away in 1945, and President Truman, actually took office, and they were already discussing dropping the atom bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Yeah.
And FDR was approving it, but then he passed away. So then Truman was like, "Well, cool. I'm just gonna stamp that as a go ahead." That's all. That's
Shit.
really how that played out. But yeah,
Simple as that, huh?
I've been doing a lot of research on World War II lately because I've just been getting into it again.
well, ever since our conspiracy episode, where
Yeah,
we
I think that's
talked
what
about
got me
some
into
pretty
it
cool
again.
World War II.
Yeah, you guys should definitely go check out that episode.
Obviously, we're
We're gonna forget the part where Isaac
Alright.
fell asleep, but that's fine.
Yeah,
but-
some,
Don't think I didn't forget that, motherfucker.
that's some good shit.
a good
It's
half
funny.
hour.
It's funny, dude. I just look over at Isaac and he's slumped.
Maybe it might sell. Who knows? It might sell. Who knows? It might sell. Like, look at these weird pockets nowadays where you got the one chick with Mark Cuban on the floor, just on the floor.
Bobby. Right, Bobby Altoff.
yeah. Bobby Altoff.
She
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of fell off, man. She was more of kind of a plant.
I
type of-
wonder why she
type of
fell
deal.
because here's the thing though. I'm not trying to sound sexist, but women can get the fame up front, but they can't retain it. Men have to work to get the fame, and they can retain it. That's how it
Yeah, you
always
sound
goes.
sexist.
No, but it's sexist, but it's fucking
What?
fact.
It's our
Fucking
podcast.
fact.
It's our show, damn it.
Fucking
Just
fact.
fucking with him.
Fucking fact, dude.
Well, she did have
fucking fact.
some TikTok fame actually before she started
Proof is in the pudding.
podcasting.
You know what I keep seeing, guys?
Yeah, she had Drake give her that push though.
there's this meme going
Absolutely, bro.
because in
Right.
wake of Trump addressing Congress,
Yeah.
there's been this meme in I don't know who it was. I think it was like the mayor of New York or the governor of New York talking about how there's this is damn near verbatim, not my words. There are poor black children in the Bronx that don't even know what a computer is.
Oh yeah, I heard.
Remember
that
hearing
shit.
that one?
Yeah.
And
They're
the
like,
fucking,
dude, they don't even know what a computer is. They don't know how to use it. And there was
and
the guy who
meme
was
is,
jumping up.
is and he's like,
a-
acting like a chimp,
yeah,
like
and
a
like actually
chimpanzee, and
himself
he's like
was acting
"Ooh,"
like like, ooh, what is this? You know,
it's
funny ass meme.
It's
but
awesome. It's so funny
it-
because it shows how stupid the Democrats are, and just how they really view their voters.
Yeah. You think Republicans say some shit like that, and perhaps, you know what? There are some out there that might, say or do some crazy shit. But this is Democrats saying this, like, just fucking on TV or something. Like, it's normal. It is crazy, the
Back
shit
to
being
break.
said by them. And you have the audacity to insult Republicans and conservatives.
Bath and break for me, all right?
He said no.
But they can continue on, all right?
Oh my God! Quit drinking.
Quit drinking that special sauce, man. Jeez. Well, it's our show now. What?
Now what do we do?
What do you want me to say? I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't realize my toilet was in the kitchen.
Thought you had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Bathroom's over there.
Yeah, right. Well,
Huh.
we're not going to talk about Isaac having a problem, are we?
No.
Yeah. Okay. We'll leave that for the intervention.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
Is, it's going to be a new take on Brotivation, guys. You're going to watch some stuff. You're watch some stuff live. Some, I guess, quote unquote, therapy sessions, as you will.
Three different points of view on that. I'll tell you what. We're gonna have brothers on, fellow Brotivators, that are willing to come onto the show. That are going through hard times, or perhaps they're just confused about things going on in their life, and we're gonna sit down face to face with them, and we're gonna talk them through it, whatever the case may be.
To the best of our knowledge and ability. So we are not licensed therapists nor doctors, by the way.
No, we're just brothers helping brothers.
Yeah. Nor psychologists. We're here to help you guys. Also to help each other too. Help each other.
Yep.
Even though we're good friends, we're brothers, but still.
Iron sharpens iron, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys you gotta follow, you gotta subscribe, you gotta like the video, you gotta also comment, man. To stay tuned for those. So we're working out the logistics of that, but you'll see it, man. You guys will see it. So make sure you guys hit the bell notification so you're up to date on everything. We appreciate you guys tuning in, by the way.
So I want to talk about our next topic of the night. And this is one that a lot of people, like newcomers to the gym, perhaps you're really out of shape, and it's real intimidating to walk into
Yeah, it can be
a gym.
you
Right?
gotta be skinny. Like when I was a kid, I was really fucking skinny.
Yeah, super
Or it could
skinny
be
or really overweight.
Super
Doesn't
huge,
matter.
like
Or perhaps-
Isaac used to be.
Or perhaps you're not, and you're kind of in the middle. And you just hey, I want to go work out.
Yeah, you just want to work out.
Oh, Isaac's back. Great. Yeah,
I guess
cool,
I got
cool.
pulled up a video of me when
Yeah.
I was 265.
Yeah,
or
dude,
whatever.
Isaac, he was a thick little bumblebee.
So,
Yeah, all that glucose stories.
I kind of want to talk about overcoming gym anxiety and how to get through that, intimidating hump.
Mhm.
The first, just
I had
leaving the
that too, man.
house
Yeah.
to go drive there can, your mind could be racing. You're real nervous.
There's so many different things, man. Besides, there's a lot of, but
You're worried about people judging
right,
you.
exactly, right. In any scenario, but obviously, right now we're talking about this specific topic. Go ahead, Billy, man. Shit.
Guys, I will tell you what, as an avid gym goer, and I mean, I'm not in the greatest shape of all time. Please, I know this, but I've been going to the gym for a long time.
None of us are.
When I see people that are, they're out of shape. You know, hey, you're fat. Hey, you are nothing but ribs and dick. Okay, you're super fucking skinny, right? Or
Yes,
maybe
say
you
that.
just are kind of timid and you're just walking around.
I definitely did that, man, when I started working out.
I
I
usually
knew nothing.
I usually look very unapproachable, and that's for a reason. I always have my over the head earphones on because
Yeah.
I don't want people fucking talking to me. I'm there to do
Yeah,
work.
very stuck up. But that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you're there for a reason. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and call me a bitch, right?
No, I mean, but here's the thing. No, but here's the thing though. You could lose opportunities because, like, like you're there for a reason. But what if there's like a guy like there that has a proper TikTok that's shooting, and like, you might get a collab going. You know, you never know, man.
I've
You-
already done that.
Yeah,
you never
networking,
know.
bruh.
Networking. Yeah, you never know.
As Justin says, I got that charisma.
Yeah. Billy got the charisma, man.
He's.
But look,
I mean, I don't really see it.
Guys, I will tell you this: if you're going to be a first-time gym goer and you're worried about people judging you, making fun of you, I can tell you right now,
Nobody gives a shit, dude.
they're not.
Like,
and we're
really?
not.
They're not. Even sometimes I do, like, even when we did actually, me and Billy did a workout a couple days ago.
Check out those reels. Put 'em
Yeah,
all
you
up.
guys got to go follow the socials too, man. You get to see all that. We're going to show you form, everything. We're going to show you a lot of content. But speaking of which, I was a bit, it's kind of intimidating working out with Billy, all right? Billy's a fucking big dude. He's 6'10", 300 and something pounds. He's got a lot of muscle on him and stuff. And, you look at me, it's like, okay, I'm not as big as Billy or anything like that. But I still sometimes feel some of that intimidation because you see a lot of dudes in the gym and they're so fucking yoked, bro. And it's like, gosh damn, you would think maybe they live there. Maybe they're doing something else. Who knows? But
Juice heads.
what would be your best advice that you can give, Bill? Even though we can sit here and say to the end of time that, nobody in the gym is looking at you like that. Nobody gives a fuck. And that's true, man. I'm not looking around sitting there judging other people in the gym. Like, dude, everyone's there to do their own work, But what's some really good heavy advice that you would give to make, me and others not feel that kind of anxiety or, damn, I wish I looked like him. He looks so roided up and jacked. You know what I mean?
If you're worried about how your body looks and how others are going to perceive your body, honestly, very simple advice here. Wear a hoodie. Wear sweats. Okay? Wear loose, baggy clothing. Okay? Wear stuff that's going to cover you. First of all, you're going to build up a great sweat that way, which is more the merrier. And two, it helps keep you focused on what's going on. Like, I wear a hoodie sometimes to the gym just because, okay, I want to burn a lot today.
Mm-hmm.
Or, like if I'm doing legs, I get bruises on my shoulders all the time.
Yeah, from the bar
From the
and
bar and
yeah,
stuff.
stuff like that.
I another layer will help me, right? But put that fucking hood up, man. Put the hood up and put some headphones in. Go to work, man. It's that simple. And I'm telling you right now, I see out of shape men and women at my gym, and I tend to go out of my way and go, hey, good shit, man. Keep it the fuck up, Get a little fist bump going. Thanks for leaving me hanging, by the way, you fucking dick. But it's that little something that's it makes someone's day. It took zero effort to say, hey, dude, good job. The hardest part was just showing up. Now figure out what you want to do. That's it. It takes zero effort. It costs nothing to encourage somebody who's there to better themselves when they're not in the best spot. That would be my biggest piece of advice. Is if you are an avid gym goer, go out of your way, encourage these people to keep coming. man, maybe show them a thing or two. Like, okay. I show kids a lot at my gym stuff. You know, if you're not a broccoli head fucking douche lord, but
Yeah. Little string backpacks going.
you know,
Nice
but
dab, dude.
I, you know, wearing the Air fucking Jesus Yeezys, you know,
Oh, fuck, man.
swear. But like, if they're doing workouts, man, and you know, maybe they're ego lifting or maybe their form's
A
off.
lot of them are, dude.
Well,
a lot of them are.
I tend to go out of my way and I go, hey guys, you mind if I show you something? Your form's a little off. Hey, you know, put your hands here, tuck your feet in there. All right, take a deep breath, put your chest out. It's little things, dude. Right? Hey, watch me do this, right? You know, I do a couple reps. I'm like, did you guys see what I just did? Now
Mhm.
give that a try. And it's very receptive of the way I approach these people. You
Yeah.
know, because I'll see people just like I saw some fucking kid picked up like 75s, and he had to be
Dumbbells?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
he had to be no bigger than like Justin, but not like Justin works out. This kid, he was just like, I don't work out, but you know, I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna do something, right? Dude, I was sitting on the bench and he took 75s, the dumbbells, and he was shrugging them at the fucking speed of light. Just, I'm like, what are you doing? You're gonna tear your rotator cuff, first of all,
Oh.
and second of all, that's doing
Fuck.
nothing, man. You're not focusing on the squeeze, nothing.
There's no contraction. You just
No, dude. Yeah,
He basically
like
just
he's
jittering,
fucking
like-
seizing.
yeah, basically
dude.
what you're doing. You're not
Jeez.
really working out anything, the muscle.
But
when
like
you,
some
He's
people,
big like, he's
man,
big like Justin, you said, yeah.
some people aren't receptive of constructive criticism is
Oh, yeah,
how I
of
like
course,
to
yeah.
approach people.
it also depends how you go about it too. You don't want to be that douchey guy walking around the gym, sitting there criticizing, constructing everybody like you're fucking, your personal trainer there or some
Like
shit.
your
when
fucking
they
God's gift to the
you're
gym, you know?
uninvited advice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to be encouraging and enlightening.
Mm.
You need to be able to show people the right way to do things without basically telling them, hey, you're wrong and you're an idiot.
Yeah,
And that's easier
you're
said
showing
than
them
done.
because you care. You don't want them to injure themselves, and that's
Exactly.
you're gonna see it a lot of our socials that I really preach form. It's so fucking important, man. Prevent injury, number one. Number two, to also properly contract muscles and things like that. So we're gonna do a lot of form videos. We do have, I think, a decent amount up right now. So you guys definitely go follow the socials. But
More to come.
yeah, absolutely more to come. Billy and I just did a first gym session, like I said. So we're gonna do more gym sessions together.
So I remember when I first started going to the gym many years ago. I was, I think I was like a sophomore in high school. I just got my learner's permit to drive. So
Mhm.
I remember going to like Export or like
Yeah, I went to Expo, man.
Blast
Fucking-
Fitness.
Yeah,
Remember that one over by the DMV?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, I was intimidated as fuck, man. I didn't know what I was doing. I was scared of what people thought, of me. Like, oh, look at this fucking idiot.
Yeah, and this is
slob.
brother Billy saying this,
You know,
okay? It's
I
not
mean-
like some like scrawny dude walking in there. Billy's
Billy,
always
man,
just
Billy,
been a
Billy,
big
man.
guy.
I remember you like in football in 2010, and you would hit a football play. It wasn't aggressive. Like you were big,
Dude, Billy.
and you were not like your tackles were not tough.
Billy was
That's-
always scared of his
and-
own strength.
And this is
And
why,
I
and,
don't-
and this
I
is
was
why
just
you
gonna say
were
that.
on this. You were on the B team with me
I remember that.
because you just weren't. You were big, but you weren't aggressive. You,
Yeah.
it's like you didn't know how to like bring it out of you.
Like we
Like,
do.
there's something about your tackles like you just didn't know. It's like it's the body's there, but the mental wasn't there yet. You know what I'm
'Cause
saying? And
yeah.
I remember how you would tackle people.
I've always been afraid of hurting
Yeah.
people.
right.
Yeah, even when we
There's
pissed Billy off to the absolute fucking extreme
There's something about
when we were hanging out
yeah.
so many years ago, Billy would just he'd be like, and then he'll just kind of shove you, because he's afraid, like a freight train coming at you, he's gonna push you, but you're gonna fly the fuck back. Billy was never that kind of guy, man. But Now they're a little bit different.
These days it's
It's full
very
force,
much-
motherfucker.
Very much
It's full
different.
force.
No, yeah, and some it takes time because, like I said, and Justin knows I was a very quiet dude. I was a very unsocial dude. Now I'm
Yeah,
not.
Isaac was a mumble rapper, man. Well, he just wouldn't speak at all.
Now he's just a mumbler.
But my point is like, yeah, like you were not aggressive, but now you can fuck some shit up. I was not talkative. Now I can talk. Now I can talk to fucking an audience, like, you know. But that's the thing, that we come a long way in our own ways.
Interest
You know?
turns into habits. Habits turn into development. Development turns into lifestyle.
Yeah, great. Yes, I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Man,
that's-
where you
that's
keep
really good.
learning these damn quotes from, man? You making these up?
Off the top of the dome, baby.
Man, it's
Top
too
of the
damn
dome.
good, guys. It's too damn good.
I like to say and think I'm a very wise man.
Yeah, like one of them old guys is, like a wizard or something, but he's wise.
I ain't got no wizard sleeves, though. If you get my drift.
Oh yeah, Gandalf sleeve or cherry through a straw type of shit.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's some good shit.
Like, whatever you gotta do to influence others. If like
Yeah,
that's-
or I wouldn't even say just influence, but lack of a better term is inspire.
Yeah.
Definitely inspire others, and
I mean,
I'll say that's one of our main things. Our goals
All
with this
influence,
all
platform.
actions-
to influence inspire to me is kind of it's kind of the same thing in a way.
Well, influence, it could be negative or positive. Inspire, I think, is just an all-around more positive term and way to say it, because inspire countless things, man.
I-
But influence is like, hey,
no,
man,
I mean,
totally
no,
agree.
I'm gonna
I'm saying
influence you to drink,
No,
or,
I don't.
you know.
I don't, because you inspire someone to like be a killer. You inspire someone to be a lover. You influence someone to be the same thing. Like I think they can go. Someone can conflate the two either way. For at least for the two examples you just gave me, I think someone can conflate them both. It depends on the person, man. It depends on perspective. Honestly, it really does, because some people just will get things confused. If they don't have a good, well thought out mindset, they're gonna get confused on certain words, I think.
that's why I'm gonna say inspire. It's more of a lighthearted, positive
But I'm
way, even though I do understand what
whatever you think,
Brother Isaac's saying.
whatever word you think is a better word to use, a more appropriate word, yeah, use that word instead of the other word. You know,
I'd say the best word to use in this scenario, this situation, overcoming anxiety, going to the gym maybe for the first time, stuff like that, would be an encouragement. What's going to get you feeling good, okay? What's going to get you to want to keep coming back? What's going to keep your interest and keep you enticed in the thrill of a chase? And that chase is either a pump or losing weight, or how you look in the
Seeing
mirror.
the weights go up, or
Seeing
each
the-
one of your reps,
Yeah.
every time you go.
The weight's going up and the
See,
numbers
like-
on the scale going down. What is it? Find your chase. Get the thrill for it.
And you got to give it more than a fucking month, guys. Especially
Right,
if you're a
because-
beginner, dude. You can't go 2 weeks and expect
All
results.
you
so this
New
topic-
Year's
and-
resolutioners,
so-
man, garbage.
Yeah,
dude.
that's
that's all
a
stupid,
facade,
man.
an absolute facade.
it's
Just start now. Just start today. Start tomorrow.
So- so like
Start fucking yesterday. What are you doing?
Should have started yesterday.
this. So like, this topic is like it really, to me, in my opinion, it's like it's more about like performance anxiety, because you're performing in the gym and you have anxiety about being judged, right?
Yeah,
So-
like you're putting on a show, but the show is just for you. You just happen to be in
So
a
guys, like-
public place most of the time.
Right. So guys, I want you like at least my perspective, like I perform in front of thousands of people before. So it's like it really comes down to like it's not about how many people you perform in front of, and it's not about like how big whatever the situation is. It's always gonna be in your head. It's always all in your head, dude.
It is.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's a million people in front of you.
It's always the harshest critic, man, is the one living in your head.
Exactly. Right. Exactly.
Which is yourself.
yourself.
You didn't understand that.
Right. Your toughest
Should
critic
be-
is always gonna be
should
yourself. Because you always live in your head 24/7, all the 360, like forever until you're gone. So it's always gonna be you in your head. That's gonna be the toughest critic. No one else out there that you're performing in whatever situation you're doing in is never gonna be tougher than you in your own head, your own mindset. Because sometimes like you can't get their opinions they're out there hearing. You always get your own opinion because it's always going to be there. Because you're going to walk away from whatever situation you're at the gym. You're going to drive home thinking to yourself, damn, first day in the gym, how did I do? Did I make myself look like a fool? You know what I'm saying?
Most likely you
gonna
probably did.
You're going to fuck with yourself in your own head.
Yeah,
You know, whatever it is.
that's a good point.
There's two sayings that I heard 10, 15 years ago, almost half my life. I think I was either in middle school or
still
high school. I think it might have been early high school, but I used to watch these shows on like military trainings, like they do like the behind the scenes look at like Navy SEALs training or like Delta Force,
I've seen those
stuff
videos
like
before.
that, right? And I'll never forget this one saying, and it was one of the Bud's instructors. He's yelling at these recruits, these candidates to make the SEALs.
Which is not many, to be honest, at all.
No,
Not even a handful.
no, the most elite of the elite. But he says, and they're waiting in the fucking water on the shore. They're locked arm in arm.
Mm-hmm.
They got to keep kicking their fucking feet. They're all trying to like yell like
The
ah.
water's also drowning them. It's coming ashore.
Yeah,
Stuff like that.
right. And he's just walking up and down the beach, and he has this big megaphone, and he goes, "This is your life now. You're hardcore." Like that is like I've lived with that like half my life. It's just that like one line. I don't know. It's just stuck with me forever. Like whenever I gotta go do something that's intimidating as fuck, whether it's like, hey, I gotta work out, maybe for the first time in like a while, or hey, maybe my new job, maybe I'm training for a different position, in my career. Like I was sort in ERT at my old department. That was intimidating to make. I'm not gonna lie. But the training was fucking hard, dude. It kicked my ass, but I had a good time. I did get a little discouraged though at a couple of points, just because it was hard.
Mm-hmm.
But that one saying, dude, this is your life now. You're hardcore. Like I just said, man, yeah, fuck that, dude. I'm not a bitch. This is my life. I am hardcore. Fuck you. You can't. Nothing's gonna deter me. But that's just how my mind operates.
Honestly, that even touched my heart. That was motivating to me. Okay.
Right?
Like
I think of maybe something similar along those lines.
And the other saying is, I think it also came from SEALs training. Is the only easy day was yesterday. Okay, if something really sucked yesterday, it was really hard to get through it. Well, guess what? Tomorrow it's gonna be even fucking harder, and that's gonna make yesterday easy.
I like that, man.
You need to keep getting better, progressing every day, man. You're chipping away at the old block. Hey, you took one chip away, tomorrow's 2. All right, you took 2 that day, tomorrow's 3. Okay, you got to get better. Progress, man. You can't have regress. You can't afford to fail. That's the mindset you got to have, dude. So if you're wondering if you should get your fucking big or skinny ass in the fucking gym and you're scared, scared, I'm telling you guys right now, bros, you don't need to be scared.
Bro, you'd be fucking surprised. You step foot in the gym, man, and you start doing exercises, bro, and seeing where it could take you. Dude.
Get that fucking sweat going. People are either going to leave you alone because they don't care. Trust me, we don't. Or we're going to encourage you because, hey, we love that, man. We want more people here. We want you to get better. Okay? Hey, it takes 0 effort to say, hi, have a good day to somebody when you're walking by them and you go on about your life. Maybe that person was having a real bad fucking day. Maybe they were ready to walk over the fucking edge. But because no one ever notices me, I'm just a fucking nobody.
Mm-hmm.
But that one person noticed them, saw them, they were seen. It makes a difference, man.
It really does.
So, guys, if you're in the shoes of debating, getting over that anxiety, getting there, you're either going to be left alone or you're going to be encouraged. No one's going to bring you down. And if they do, let me know, because I have a fucking problem with that, and I will find them.
I'm telling you, man, you do something in front of someone, and they come and compliment you. It brings you confidence.
Without a doubt.
It really does.
Without a doubt, man.
You can't say it doesn't hit you. It does, because I felt that. People, maybe you guys have it as well, but it does, man. It does.
Definitely.
Yeah, dude.
Because confidence comes through experience, man. And experience always comes through they go hand in hand, man. It really does. Like, you do not gain confidence on something or without the knowledge of it, of experiencing it and going through it. You have to like I work with a coworker. He was in the military for like 20 years or whatever, and he said the best to learn it was when I was thrown into the fire, and I had to learn as I had to sink or swim.
Yeah, and basically
In
going to the
situations.
wolves.
Right. That was the best to learn.
That is the best way that I learned.
right.
Yeah.
Like
It's
in
really
my
fucking throwing to the wolves.
in my career, you can go to the academy. You can read the books. You can sit through the PowerPoints and the lectures. And real.
It's all well and good, but
And read policy and procedure until you're fucking drooling because you're so numb by it, right? But everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face.
mm-hmm. When you're thrown out to the
When I get
literal wolves,
yeah,
it's a
when you
very
get thrown
different
out
ball game.
to the wolves,
With anything in your life.
Yeah, but
anything.
Isaac's right. That also applies to anything.
Anything,
remember your
anything.
training and do what you got to do. Get through it. Go home. That's it, man. 4 fucking things, dude. Remember your training. Get through it. You do what you got to do. Go home. That's the bottom line. End of story. Okay? No matter what. Any career choice that you make, you gotta be the best at it. You can't afford to fail. Failure is not an option. Failure is not in the budget.
But you will make mistakes, though.
Mistakes
It's gonna happen.
Mistakes is not failure, though, bro. It's not. Mistakes, honestly, are a good thing. Michael Jordan said something very similar to that. Mistakes. I like to relabel that. I don't call them mistakes. I call them lessons.
Yeah.
Right? Because every mistake teaches me something. So if I look at it as, oh, I fucked up, it's no.
Well,
I know what not to do next time.
You can know that you fucked up, but as long as you comprehend and understand it,
Yeah.
take that accountability and
it's
be like,
all,
okay,
it-
shit.
It's all
that's something,
dude, it's all a mind game with
Yeah.
it. Yeah, for sure. Guys, if you are in the shoes of a gym goer and you see somebody having that anxiety for the first time, man, dude, fucking
You can usually tell someone's kind of timid.
yeah, man.
I was that fucking weirdo.
Fucking welcome them, man.
Yeah,
Welcome them.
Yeah,
You know?
the gym culture is supposed to be positive. It's like everyone's kind of a brotherhood and sisterhood, especially in the gym.
Yeah.
And
I think we're transitioning to because we're getting deep. I think we're getting into like the last final topic of the night.
We are. Yeah.
Because
We are.
we kind of are, honestly. We generally like it's going smooth because, like I said, guys, every episode we do, it's always deep and emotional and it's tough. It's tough.
The last couple of episodes,
Episodes-
we kind of deviated from that, but we did have other plans for the viewers. So
Yeah.
we're back to the bread and butter.
yeah, for
ladies
you
and
guys,
gentlemen.
we're gonna
Right.
do one episode a month, and try to do random topics, random conversations that maybe involves fitness, maybe doesn't, but.
Right. This episode does
If
not.
you guys like those, we'll see how it goes. But we're mostly gonna stick to this kind of content where we
Right.
talk about
This-
something that's kind of trendy, and then we'll dive into the fitness and nutrition and men's mental health aspect.
Right. With this,
So we're gonna keep that going.
This episode does not belong to Osama bin Laden.
Thank goodness, dude.
He's gone.
I had no idea.
It's about the
What the fuck that have to do with anything?
I don't know.
Well, no, because the conspiracy episode was about him. You know, we were talking about him. That's why YouTube, you know. But if you look at the flag behind this,
All right.
it shows some shit. All right, and Billy is he'll tell me about this later on. All right, after the cameras hit off. All right. Anyways, the last topic, the most personal topic of the night. And yes, I'm moderating because I don't want us to be here for 3.5 hours.
Yes, I know.
Right, 'cause
Bro, we just don't know what the fuck you're talking about right now.
it's been an hour and 50 minutes as I'm looking at the
That's
fucking
fine, dude. Just we don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
shit. No, yes you guys do. Yes
No,
you guys
the
do.
fuck
Yes, you
we
guys
don't.
do. Yeah, I said
Be honest, I
I
kind of
said-
don't, man.
I said the other episode before it belonged to Osama bin Laden.
Yeah, which
Yes, a conspiracy episode. Okay,
which you guys should definitely go watch, man. It's a fucking damn good time there.
right. So when
Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the end of the episode. We have our ending topic here. And like these two fine brothers of mine have said, it's on the mental health aspect of things, and it's something we all can relate to either now or definitely later.
Yeah.
It's something that brought us back together from over the years. So a lot of good has come out of it. But
Yeah, I mean,
the cost was unnecessary.
yeah, definitely was.
So guys,
But-
this is good. This is going to be about how to cope with the loss of a friend or a loved one. We all know somebody who has, passed on. Somebody that was close and dear to us. Maybe somebody we didn't really know that well, but we knew of them. Or maybe it was somebody who you considered a brother. Maybe even a parent, a sibling, a friend,
family members.
anything,
Yeah.
guys. So, okay. So I'll start us off. One of our best friends growing up when we were kids. He ended up passing away last year. Tragic car accident. And when news broke out about that, I heard about it almost right away, and I started to spread the word around, respectfully, of course. And one of my first reach outs was you, Justin.
I
And-
appreciate that.
Well, knowing how close you were, especially with him, it was heartbreaking. It hurt me really bad because it was maybe 3 weeks prior to when the incident happened. I was speaking to him on the phone,
Yeah.
and I hadn't
I
talked,
was hanging out with them.
I hadn't talked to
me
him
and a
like
couple
that
other friends.
in years.
Yeah.
So this call was out of the blue, man. He hit me up out of nowhere. He was going through it with
Some
his-
family stuff.
Yeah, his
Some
family
family
stuff and relationship stuff, real
Mhm.
personal stuff with him.
Yeah.
And he decided I would be a good person to reach out and maybe get a hold of and talk to him through some shit. So I spent like an hour and a half, maybe a little bit more, standing outside my front door in the middle of the winter night on the phone with him. I didn't care how long it took. I just talked to him.
Yeah.
And then come to find out weeks later, reading about him in a news article that he had passed away due to a tragic car accident. That really fucked me up. I'm not gonna lie. It put a lot of things into perspective though for me. It put a lot of things into perspective in the aspect of we don't really know when the last time you're going to speak to somebody is. You never want to say goodbye, just see you later, right? That's the mindset you should have. It's never goodbye. It's always a see you later.
Mm.
You look forward to seeing that person later and talking to that person at some point in the future. You never expect to never hear from them again because of them passing on.
Mm.
And that really just changed the whole perspective of things for me. It made me realize that time and the people are precious, and it's not to be taken lightly. You have people that you care about, people that care for you. Let them know that you feel the same way. You respect them, you care for them, you love them as much as you can.
By the way, like, I'm not gonna talk yet about me, but like Hunter, I didn't know him at all.
Our friend's name,
Yeah,
yes,
his name is Hunter.
is Hunter.
But the reason why me and Billy and Justin are all three of us are together right now is because of Hunter. You know, literally, because he brought us back together. And we should look at it as like a reason to be back together. You know, or however way you take that perspective. You know, but
I think, yeah, Isaiah makes a good point. It's all about perspective, but, you know.
really, that's what I've been saying all night, and I'm trying to hit that home to people tonight because there's so many different ways you can look at it, different obstacles and different viewpoints. But literally, if it wasn't for Hunter, unfortunately passing away, then I didn't know him at all. I wasn't friends with him at all. But these two were. But if it wasn't for him passing away, unfortunately, us three would have never got back together. You know.
Me and you, Isaac, were kind of
we were always
hanging out,
obviously,
but
we always,
you know, I guess
not obvious. It's not obvious because like the fans don't know us. They don't know.
Yeah, so it was rekindling.
It was
with Billy
rekindling
was
with
one of the
Billy,
big
yeah,
things.
yeah.
We saw a lot of our friends there from
But-
childhood when
but
we met up.
When
but
they all came back together, so
None of
guys,
them really stuck.
real quick, guys,
we
real quick,
stuck with Billy.
real quick.
Gee, thanks.
Billy did something that was a very generous
Not
move.
like that.
Billy made a really generous move because he asked everyone that came to that bar to get together in the respect of Hunter. They all came together. All these people came together, and Billy said, hey, guys, all come to my house. Come to my house. I think like a week later or whatever.
Yeah, I think
And
it was.
I'm a girl for everyone. And when
Not a lot
we
of
all
people
came,
showed, but
yeah, people came.
you know,
But out of all those people, I knew me, Billy, and Justin were gonna it was gonna be something more than just that night. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You just know it.
So
know?
it's an absolute
And that's what
terrible
matters.
thing, man.
I don't give a fuck if it's just for. I don't like. Those are people short term. All right, like I'm not gonna name the names. We all know it. We know.
You
We know the
clearly
names.
know.
We know the
You
names.
clearly
Us
Right,
three
yeah,
know the
sure,
names.
sure.
Yeah, clearly
But-
fucking know.
But I knew, man. I knew there's certain people that click, and there's certain people that alright, we can see something in the future with each other, and that's what unfortunately, I think Hunter would be very proud of that, man. I don't know him, dude.
I know
and
he is,
he'd be
man.
very proud of
I
that.
know he is. God
Because-
rest his
because-
soul, but
When I get my turn to speak, I'm gonna say my opinion about the loved ones that I've lost. All right, but yeah, go ahead, man. That's
Your
just one-
turn, motherfucker. This was.
No,
What the fuck were you just doing?
No, it's not my turn.
see,
Dude.
look, we're brothers.
I
It's
jumped-
not your.
I
All
jumped-
right, bro.
I jumped in because I got so much to say about this.
Hey man, maybe I got a lot to say, man. It's okay.
I
It's
watched.
okay. We're not in a roto right now.
I'm sorry.
anyone's-
Billy.
anyone can freely
I had to
speak.
jump in because man, dude.
I
go ahead,
just-
man. I'm sorry, man. I'm
I
sorry.
mean,
It's okay, dude. Just the fuck, man.
you know,
Man.
like Billy said, I was definitely a little bit closer to him because we were like 5 years old hanging out, man. It was me and a couple other kids on the block. You know, I moved there, and then someone else moved there, and then my other friend moved there, and then Hunter moved there. We were all chilling, you know, having birthday parties and stuff, whatever, doing weird stuff for kids. But it hurt, dude. When I had to see it on I had to see it on Facebook, man. I didn't see it shit on Facebook, and I thought it was a lie.
I remember the night too, man. You came to my show.
That's not real. Yeah, as soon as I lead to it, it's fucking crazy, ain't it? As soon as I leave it, I go open Facebook, I see that shit. I'm like, oh, it's horrible, man. And you know, as we got older, me and Hunter, we you know, you kind of fall out a little bit, but then I saw him somewhere, and we started chit chatting again, hanging out here and there, and he's messaging me just like Billy said. He was calling you about stuff going on. He was also messaging me about stuff going on. I was trying to be there for him, man. Stay up fucking late as absolute shit, even though I'm tired, just trying to help him. But you know, sometimes you think that you could have maybe done something differently. Maybe you could have said something that day that would have, you know, he wouldn't have maybe gotten in the car at that time, or maybe he wouldn't have done something else. You know, who knows?
Right.
None of that matters. None of that matters now.
Yeah, he's gone, but
Yeah, right.
You can't change the past.
it hurts, dude. And sometimes, yeah, of course, I miss him every day, and sometimes I think about him. Maybe sometimes get a little emotional, as I hate to say, but I know, Hunter, you don't want you to sit there and dwell on him and be sad and stuff like that, dude. You got to continue to move forward and keep moving on and become successful, become a better man each and every day. And I know he wouldn't sit there to just be all depressed and just not do anything, you know.
Yeah.
I know someone that, unfortunately, he was a really good friend, and unfortunately, he's kind of just being a bump on a log right now because, you know, someone passed away, and it's been 10 years, but someone passed away, and he's still kind of just still emotional about it and stuff like that. It's like, dude, I'm not going to sit here and pretend I know how he feels or anything like that, because I don't, man. I don't. But you can't just sit there and just throw your life because, you know, you're sad, you got depression and stuff like that. So just take it day by day, dude. Continue to improve. You really got to keep your mind busy, focus on other things, positive things, okay, for that matter.
So,
And,
I heard this really, like, I don't know where I heard it from, whether it was like a poem or just like more like an inspirational like quote of some sort, but I heard this years ago. And it's, you know, when someone's gone, when they pass on, you know, you're grieving, right?
some people, of course, that process is a little bit different for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, grief is usually the very first thing that you're going to do.
Right, exactly.
Mhm.
Right.
And
Yep.
grief is just love with nowhere to go.
Damn.
And that's all it is.
Damn, I heard that one before.
So funnel that love into something else. Turn that grief into a celebration of life, because that's what the people who passed on would want you to do. To dwell on them who's never coming back, you will be stuck in the past.
That continuous loop.
You need to celebrate the life. You need to take that grief, the love that's nowhere to go, put it somewhere useful in name or memory of that person.
Mm-hmm.
Easier said than done, of course.
Spread that love with others.
You know,
people care about.
I've lost many friends and family members over the years. I personally don't have any grandparents left. I have 3 cousins left on my dad's side.
Jeez.
That's it. Everyone else passed on. So,
Condolences, man.
you know, I had to experience all that loss at a young age over the years, and eventually you just kind of get numb to it. Like when my mother's mom, so my grandma, when she passed away, I didn't cry. I had nothing left, you know.
No tears left to cry.
She was on hospice, and that was harder than being at her actual funeral. You know,
Yeah.
I remember getting off shift from the sheriff's office, driving up to where she was. My son was a not even one yet. You know, she got to meet him, and you know,
I mean,
but
at least
she wouldn't
got to
remember
meet
that
him.
though. But yeah, I remember that. So that's cool, you know. But I'll never forget when my father's mother passed away. We called her Nana.
Yeah.
We were in the hospital. Me and my dad. We were at her bedside, and that was the first time I saw my dad cry. And I still think about that to this day. It shakes me,
Mm.
you know, because, well, one, that's my dad, you know. Fuck,
Yeah,
he's hurting bad,
Your dad's an asshole.
you know.
So seeing him cry is that's a big thing. That's how you know it really fucking hurts.
And just seeing him just absolutely have no control in that point. I lost my nana, yeah, but my dad lost his mom, man.
Yeah.
You know, that hit me real hard. And, you know, the day's gonna come where that's gonna be me. And the day's gonna come where my son is gonna be in that same position. My children will bury me. I will not bury my children. That is a promise I have made to my kids, and I never intended to break it. They're going to bury me. I will do whatever I got to do to make sure that happens.
That's deep as fuck, dude.
Very well said, Billy. By the way, your dad's not an asshole. He's just really loud.
Yeah, you just fuck him. But
No, dude. He's very.
No.
He's a good dude, man. He's a good dude. I've known
Bill,
him
you
since
cranky fuck, man.
we were kids. He's a good guy, man.
We love you, but damn.
My point was just he cries. It's like everyone else cries, bro.
Yeah, somebody
You
that's
don't, dude. You
so,
don't show fucking any
you know,
emotion.
somebody that's like such a hard ass all
Yeah,
the
that's
time.
kind of what I'm
You know,
saying.
stoic
It's-
even.
Yeah,
and then
definitely.
They just, humanity is showing there,
Yeah.
you know.
Like, gosh, this guy has emotions. He still has
Yeah.
emotions. So I understand.
Like, so guys, if you know somebody who is going through the grieving process right now, the best thing you can do for them is literally just say, "Hey, I'm right here.
Yeah.
Whatever you need."
But don't force nothing. Obviously, they got to go through the grieving process in their own way.
Yeah.
Hopefully not destructive, of course.
Self-destructive tends to be a popular thing these days.
You go drink yourself or some shit. I don't know. Just don't do any of that. Don't help. Waste of time.
In the wake of the loss of a loved one, you can find many more demons, man. You got to be careful with that. Got to be careful. That's where brotherhood comes into play. You need to be there for each other.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully it's just not after it's too late.
So, you know, like, speaking about, like, you know, brother and our brothers, like, for me, like, whenever I have, like, you know, in my gig, like, I'll just say I'm a teacher, okay? And there's kids that come to my class, and I take advantage of inspiring them. You know what I'm saying? Because the kids, they're the future of this world. Literally, they are the future. Your kids, the kids I see, and like I have to, like, it's my duty as a man to like inspire them and motivate them. We talk about motivate and like motivate the kids too, you know, like, and let them know like, hey, like you're gonna I tell them like you're gonna be a leader one day, like you're gonna be somebody, like you just gotta motivate them, man. You have to show them like hey, like you're somebody. And it's such an impact. Like you see, man, I just see it in my own personal life. I see how much of impact I give to the kids, man. It gives me so much joy in my life, man.
Yeah, so I mean, death is the final cycle in the cycle of life. And
Sadly,
if children are exposed to it, I mean, you got to be there for them. You know, you got to be examples for them.
Yes.
to look up to and be like, okay, that's how I'm supposed to operate. That's how I'm supposed to act and feel in the wake of something like that, you know. But you got to be there and console them as well. You got to
Yes,
say,
yeah.
hey, you know, this person's not hurting anymore. Or they're in a better place. You know, make the kids believe that, even if you don't personally. Okay, it's important for the kids because for those of you that are fathers, if you have kids, and you experience, you know, a fatality of some sort in your life, whether it's a friend, a family, loved one, your kids can be your absolute rock, man. Don't ever take them out of the picture. Trust me. And this is gonna sound weird, and I hope it's not taken this way. But death is normal. It's supposed to happen. Okay? Don't think it's inappropriate or unacceptable to have your children be exposed to it, you know, of course, when the time comes. You know, like when Hunter passed away, I didn't have my son that week of his ceremony, and so I requested permission to bring him, you know, and I was like, hey, you know, I just lost a friend, you know, may I have my son? You know, I would like him there with me. You know, I mean, it's something as a father that I can have my son experience because it, you know, so I can prepare him for later in life. But also, I just wanted that little extra support with me, you know. And well, I was denied that permission because you know, she deemed it as inappropriate. But so I had to go deal with that without my son, which it is what it is. You know, but as a father, I wanted to take that opportunity and be like, hey, everyone's hurting, but you're going to see us laughing. You're going to see us cracking jokes, having a good time at the ceremony. You want to know why? Because death isn't the saddest thing in the world. It's a celebration of life. It has to be. It has to be. You remember somebody for all the good they've done in their life, right? So that person does one bad thing, that's what they're remembered for, though. Generally, right?
Sounds bad, no.
So when we go to these things, these funerals and these ceremonies, what do? We think of all the good times, all the stupid times, all the times that we probably should have been arrested or just killed even. I mean, seriously.
Right?
Fuck, all man. The jokes. But yeah, man, that's it is what it is. And I hate to say this, but there's always going to be a next time. That's the sad reality of things. I don't have much more to say about that.
All right, so
My piece is pretty much done on that.
so I guess it's my
Very well
turn,
said.
right? Yeah, it's my turn. Cause Billy went, Justin went. Fuck. Okay, so all right, so we all have talked. All three of us have talked. These two have talked about you know, like it's a tough topic, obviously, you know, and they talked about their stuff that they went through in life, and I've gone through some stuff. And honestly, like, here's the thing, though. Like, and Billy said this before. He told me, he said, look, I don't think you guys have gone through the things I've gone through. And respectfully, yes, I have not. You know, and I will say it. I'll tell Billy to his face, like, I haven't gone through the things you've gone through, and I hope I don't. Okay? I hope I don't. Because the things Billy tells me, it sucks, you know. I hope I never go through the things Billy's gone through. Truthfully, I hope I don't, you know. And I say it, and I want Billy to know that because
I hope you don't either.
Yeah.
Because it's, and and that says a lot,
That's
dude.
a
Because
little bit of a
that's tough.
little
That's
bit
tough.
of a different thing, but yeah.
I mean, different or not, like like it's the things Billy's gone through. Like I don't want him. I don't want him to like have to see another person go through it. Like, I don't want. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. I promise myself I won't. You know. So every single day I don't. I do. Anyways, so about me, like, we're talking about like people that we've that are gone that we miss. For me, it was my stepdad. He was with me my whole life. I miss him so much. I miss him so much. I can cry about him right now. But he had so many jokes. He had so many. Like I said, you always think about the things that this guy, the person that they did, what they left behind. You know what I'm saying? That's what you remember about a person. That's what you really.
It's their legacy.
It's their legacy, man. It's their legacy.
That's what you guys got to think about as well. What's your legacy? What are you going to leave behind that you're going to be remembered for the rest of the time? That's what your whole life should be geared towards, is your legacy.
I hate to say this, but like, I want none of us to go. But like, if one of us went tonight, it's what tonight. It's what we left. It's what we left at this right now. At this, even if it was 15 years from now, it was 60 years from now. 60 years from now, it's in that moment what you left from the rest of your life. You guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, my stepdad. He was a great guy. I loved him so much. He was on dialysis. He drank his liver away. Unfortunately, so not everyone's perfect, but he was on dialysis for so the life expectancy for dialysis. Okay, so dialysis is when your kidneys fail, they give out, right, and they don't work anymore. So you have to go on dialysis, which is very expensive because each dialysis appointment is $32,000 to like $40,000 or something like that. You have to go 3 times a week.
Right. They can't go to the bathroom, right?
Yeah. So yeah, you don't pee or nothing because they do it for you when you go dialysis. They filter your body out for you because your kidneys filter your blood and all that stuff.
Yeah, your kidneys filter all the toxins, and
right.
What you pee out is the leftover product.
Right. So
if your kidneys aren't working, you can't pee. Essentially.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Literally. So yeah, he was on. So the life expectancy for dialysis patients is like 5 years. He was on it for 17 years. He lived on dialysis for 17 years, and when he passed away in 2022, I was honestly surprised. I was kind of shocked because I saw him as like Teflon and like that could be my own issue because like. I thought like, God, this guy's been on it for so long, like he can't die. I kind of had that feeling of like, all right, he can't go. He can't go. There's our explicit things I'm not gonna talk about, but like you're just like, all right, this guy's invincible. You feel that he is, but he's not. He really like no one is.
Mm-hmm.
But when he passed away in 2022. So by the way, my brother, he's my half brother. He was heartbroken as fuck, obviously, But I was too, man, because like we were really really close. We talked 3 times a week on the phone. He called me all the time. We were really really close. And when I went to the funeral, his whole family was like, and he's not my dad, he's my stepdad, right? His whole family said, Isaac, man, thank you so much for being so close to him like you were all these years. I'm like, I always was, dude. 3 times a week on the phone for the past, like, when he divorced my mom in 2011, he passed away in 2022. 11 years later, I was on the phone with him 3 times a week for 11 years straight. After he moved out of my house, right? We were still that close. So yeah, it sucks when you lose a guy like that, that's you were that close to, And that's close, man. That's
since,
close.
You know, you
Not just like
raised by two, right?
Yes, I was raised
Yeah.
by. Yeah. He came into my life when I was like in 1998. I was born in 1995.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, extremely young.
Oh no, actually 1997, whatever, you know, something like that. Yeah. So, but yeah, he was to me. He was my dad, you know. So, like I to this I don't talk about my little brother. The guy that I used to go to gym with, my little brother. I don't talk to him about I don't talk to him about his dad because it's too heartbreaking for him, you know. Because some guys are very emotional dudes. My brother.
Yeah, I can name you
and
one
my
right now.
And my stepbrother, very emotional. Very emotional dudes. I don't talk to them about their dad, like my stepdad and their dad. I don't talk to them about it because like it's too heartbreaking. You know what I'm saying? Because they start to tear up. I talk to them, they start to tear up. They start tearing up because either that or I know how to make people cry. Because like they start tearing the fuck up, dude. So I feel bad if I bring them up to them because they just start tearing up, bro. Like some people have a hard time with death. Like I said, like this whole episode, I've been harping on perspective because like perspective is like it's a very wide, broad term, and you can take it in so many different ways. And okay, so I want to tell you guys this. Like you miss a loved one. I love my loved ones, but like think about the times they told you about the times they because he told me all the time like, hey, when I'm gone, man, like I'm gone, like, but I don't want you to be stressing about me, man. I'm gone, man. You gotta continue to live your life, you know. Like those are things I remember, you know, because all these people, man, like all these people that are gone, dude, they all want you to continue on and live your life. Stop fucking. Don't worry about them, dude. They don't want you to worry about them, man. They don't.
Mm-hmm.
They don't. So don't. You know. That's my for this topic. That's my home run. That's my home run statement because they don't want you to stress about them, man. They want you to continue to live on your life. Don't dwell. We all know, guys. They dwell for a decade. They dwell for like 10 years plus. Because they don't know how to they don't know how to decipher the difference between a loved one that's gone and a loved one that, dude, he just wants you to just continue on. They don't know how to continue on. That's the fucking problem that some people have, and they don't know how to move on. You know,
maybe they haven't coped with it properly, or
no, because it's the mindset. It's mindset, dude. That's what it is. It's all mindset. It's all mindset. Anyone that can't move on, it's all mindset. And honestly, man, like I can keep talking, but that's my I don't want to be here all night, but that's my message, man.
Very well said, gentlemen, brothers.
Yeah, it's a good piece, Isaac.
Rest in peace to all of them, man.
Justin, final thoughts?
No final thoughts.
Isaac, you've said your piece.
Think we all have, huh?
I mean, like, for me, man, like, you can continue on forever, man, talking about certain people and just like it's like, cause like when you talk about someone that's like passed away, it's at this point, it's like a celebration of life. At this point, you just keep you kind of just keep talking about the things that they were good at, but like I just said, they know they're gone. They want you to move on from them. Like honestly, guys, like some people might think this is shitty, but some people might know what I'm talking about. People that are gone, and they know they're gone, they want you to move on. They really do, because they want you to keep living your life. They want you to know, hey, look, I'm gone. Don't forget about me, but I'm gone. But live your life, man. And like, dude, I'm telling you, man, like, and I think that hits me hard because like I said, my stepdad, he told me, he's like, when I'm gone, Isaac, man, like, I'm gone. You know, don't dwell on me, dude. Don't. It's like when someone that tells you that before they pass away, they tell you that. It's a good peace of mind. But I think anyone that you guys, anybody, you or anybody that's listening, that's same thing. I think the same thing. You know, come on, man. Like, don't dwell about me, dude. I'm gone. You're still here, so don't dwell. Make the best out of your life, and I'm still gonna be here in your head, you know. And that's my message, man.
Roger that.
Absolutely, dude.
Well, Brotivators, we've come to the end of episode 14. This has been
This
a
has been
pretty good one, I'd say.
It's been a damn good show. And, you know, on a quick little note, I just want to thank all you guys, the fans that have stick with us, and especially the newcomers, man. Thank you guys for tuning in, watching these episodes. Go follow us on all the socials, man. We're now on Rumble too. You know, we got Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all the shorts. You guys see a
YouTube.
bunch of different things, man. Not just us sitting here talking to you guys and talking to each other, but you're gonna see a lot of different things on there as well. But man, really appreciate it for you guys tuning in. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, maybe dislike it if you didn't. Leave comments down below, man. Really helps fucking push the channel. And
Standing ovation for the fans.
Yeah.
I like that.
Brotivators, man, appreciate y'all. And remember,
All right, Brotivators.
gotta remember.
We got one saying. And one saying.
What
Isaac,
is it, Billy?
Take it off, Isaac.
Eat.
Lift.
And conquer, baby.
Brotivation out.